of all, wait a second.
There he is.
Ah.
As much as I love her, I don't want to sit next to her so close.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're live, by the way.
We are live, but first you gotta look at this title card. We are still here. Not title card, whatever you want. The lovely folks at BlackBoxCages.com, which is who brings you this episode of Snakes and Stogies, which is the 127th episode of Snakes and Stogies.
Fabulous.
I'm already smoking said stogie because we had steak and gnocchi for dinner, so I was pretty full. I was like, I need something strong. I need something potent. So I got me about halfway done with this Cro-Magnon. And then we got some VSGs back into the shop. And so I was like, I'm going to embrace my inner fill.
Excellent. Good.
And have me a VSG. VSG Spellbound.
Nothing says love like the VSG.
I don't know. I also have a Aquitaine Grand Perfecto. So it's kind of a tough choice.
I went left field. I've never had this before. I have no idea who makes it, but it looked yummy and smelled good. This is the Sindicato.
Oh, yeah. I think I've had that. It's been a minute. That's Aganorsa. I see their label on the front.
Is it? It is. It is.
Aganorsa.
Saber. I have the worst light out here ever. It looks like it. Evolucionado. Sabor.
These labels are getting smaller and my eyes are getting older.
A little bit of both, pal. A little bit of both. But it's box press Toro and it smelled nice, so here we go.
Aganorsa does good stuff. I think Aganorsa does their best stuff when they make it for other people. For whatever reason, the stuff they make for themselves that has like the Aganorsa name on it does wasn't a fan. But if they're making cigars for other people, they're bangers like every time. I don't know what it is. But...
Well, this show is also brought to you by the fine people of the Pacific Northwest, the Gendra, Puget Sound Pythons, who happens to be our special guest for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gendra.
Oh, they're definitely special.
Yeah, just not in a good way.
I'm going to die knowing that even if I just rocked a stash, it would never come close to the majesty that is the one that is on Jeff's face.
I know, like, what kills me is that, like, it's just the hair follicles, they're so tight. Like, you see no skin.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect.
I look like a 12-year-old boy if I don't have a mustache. So
the new age Iron Curtain right there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I wish I could grow a beard, but can't. So you're stuck with a mustache.
We love it. We absolutely love it. We're waiting for Kendra to grow hers.
Come on, grow. She's working on it. I'll get smacked out later.
If she like one day you guys woke up on like you both had the day off, you slept in, it was like a cuddle morning, you know the type, and you roll over and you go to like give her like a little kiss on the cheek or like just kind of like touch faces, and she had your mustache, boom, overnight. Would you make her shave it?
Yes, most definitely.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's like an omen. Like she's meant to keep it.
She's meant to have a mustache.
Yeah,
it'd be like watching some walruses kiss.
Yeah.
With Tom, that'd be
good on kissing people with mustaches.
That's a lot of Tom Selleck stash action going on.
You guys have to take a trip to Hawaii. Just Magnum PI out the wazoo.
I was thinking more like old Selleck, like Blue Blood Selleck.
Oh,
like that eye just keeps getting lazier and lazier, Selleck.
Oh, poor guy.
Damn,
he had a rough life.
He was
Dingo
on Friends. Don't give me that. He made bank.
He dated Monica.
He was old enough to be Monica's dad.
What a
champion. That was more disturbing to me than anything else.
That was the best part. He was literally the essence of cool.
No, he wasn't.
He was the essence of cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wasn't he like an optometrist or something? But that just goes to show you that optometrists can be cool.
What's up, Randy?
I mean, if you don't think they're cool, they'll blind you on your next visit. You're like, this is going to dilate your eyes. Psych, it's bleach.
Real quick, pun intended.
Ha ha ha! Someone turn the lights off. Look, they're already whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears.
They're like, why did we agree to go on the shit show?
That's basically what she said. No, she's gonna go shut the door because of the dogs.
She's like, who's Tom Selleck?
She's googling it right now.
I know.
Probably. Oh man. Well,
oh boy, look, they got
episode
this
127
strobe going
is
on. It's like a rave. I like it. I'll turn on my
I
strobes
think
too.
it's just the webcam picking up different lighting.
Yeah, I don't know. It went from blue, now it's a normal.
Yeah.
Tone.
Because we almost pulled a field today.
What happened?
We got caught up selling a snake right before this, and so we were almost late. But,
Nice.
we made it. So,
But
good.
that's one of like the 4 acceptable reasons.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling a snake or acquiring a snake, that's okay. You know what I mean? If you were like asleep or something, well, that's just no bueno.
Yeah.
I will say though, we have a great group of folks in the live chat tonight, and I love it when you guys come on because we get more West Coast people, and I love it. It's great.
Randy was just at my house, so he's still driving home. It sounds like
He says he's not even home yet.
He's the reason you were almost late.
no. I mean, well, we were talking for a little bit, then I was late getting to the customer.
Damn it, Randy.
All good. I
Yep.
owed him some snakes from the show, so
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Well, BlackBoxCages.com. If you haven't checked them out and you've been thinking about getting a rack or a cage, you need to hit them up. If you use the promo code THN at checkout, you will get 10% off your order.
Wow. There's your shipping right there.
If you really load up, ball out, fill up your
man.
room.
Redo your room. Everyone in herpetoculture loves playing Tetris.
I do it at least twice a year.
I say I do, and then I procrastinate and get annoyed with myself.
I'm getting old, so I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, meh, no.
there's snakes in every room right now, so Tetris is definitely at full play.
Nice.
He's doing like the multi-level chess thing.
I
Just
was gonna
playing
say,
chess in different rooms.
Yeah.
when you have like feeding
Tetris.
day, do you play like the do 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 like in the background?
We feed different rooms at different days because it's just too many animals. But
Yeah.
babies get priority, but
I laughably tried to load up on Pinkies a couple weeks ago before baby started showing up, and I'm like, this will last me a while. Like I've pretty much burned through all of them already, and we're only like 3 feedings in, so I'm like, shit.
Damn.
So that just means I got to get more meals and a couple more meals and some stuff, and then I'll have some things available. Currently, I do have some Diones I am parting with. I think they're pretty much all females, so if anyone's interested in those, hit me up. Got some caramel Miami corns that need a couple more meals, but those will be coming up already. Some of the Ladies Island stuff is taken off, no problem. So those will be for sale soon. And then Keller, if you buy a Dion's from me, Keller will send you a free Bothrops.
Okay.
Nice. That's a hell of a promo.
There's some fine print in there that I just won't go into right now, but it'll be cool.
Look on the bright side. You get your Dion's Delta Dash.
That's right. Get them even faster. It's even more fancy when you have to pick them up from the airport.
Yeah.
How many clutches is that for you, Justin?
I think originally I was supposed to have 9, but the blood red female still hasn't laid. She dropped another slug. I think she's got another slug that's kind of slowing her down. I need to figure out something to do with her because it's getting to the point where I'm starting to worry. I've got next to hatch is going to be the het hypo bairds, the 2 eggs that I got from that, and then the Loma altas after that, and then the thorn scrubs sometime, probably not until the end of next month, if not early September. So a lot. It was 8 clutches because the bimaculata didn't go.
Oh.
So originally, if all my pairings had gone, it would have been 9 clutches. Bimax didn't go, so it's 8. Because I wasn't banking on the thorn scrubs going either, and that I was proven wrong. So
Oh,
It's
wow.
good, man.
Okay.
Still good.
Yeah, I'm not complaining, man. These corn clutches have far exceeded my expectations. Even though the Ladies Island to Ladies Island pairing, which I didn't think was really going to be anything that mind blowing. I mean, I figured they'd be nice, but I didn't know they'd be as nice as they have been. Like Jake came over last night because we went and did some road cruising, and so he came to pick me up, and because we were cruising the island here, and he wants 2 females for the 2 males, which were supposed to be a pair, but they're not. It's 2 boys, so he picked out 2 females from the Ladies Island clutch. And he was geeking out over them pretty hard. So
Nice.
But I cannot freaking wait for these tesseras to shed, because, like, imagine Halloween Amazons as a corn.
It's gonna be cool, man.
Pretty much what it looks like we're working with right now. Like super dark, but crazy bright saddles. I guess if it's a tessera, it wouldn't really be saddles. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's gonna be. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to see.
That'd be cool. Are you gonna bring them to Daytona?
I don't know. I thought about it, because if I did, then I'd be having Billy sell them at his table, and then with, I guess, the laws and stuff now, or how they're doing things, I don't know that I want to have Billy have to deal with keeping track of things and inventory and paperwork and things like that. So I just, unless there's someone getting some from me, like Kasiki or something, I don't think I'm going to bring any to like sell or anything like that. So
yeah,
fair enough. So how was your guys' show? You guys had a great show from what we saw.
We left broker than we came, so that's always a good thing.
Sounds like a good show.
Good show though. Sold a lot of snakes and bought a lot of snakes. So
yeah,
it was good and bad, but a lot of fun. Got to see all of our friends, from all over Washington State. So that was pretty nice. Got to hang out with Casey Lazick when he brought our roughies to us, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
Feels good to add those finally to the collection, because they've been on the list for a while. So
yeah,
he's one of those guys that I want to get on a show, man. But it sounds like he's just, doesn't matter who it is, if it's NPR or anybody else, he just won't do it. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna,
low key. Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother. I just.
Cool dude though. He'll talk your ear off in person, but yeah. I wonder if he doesn't like podcasts, that kind of thing.
I figure if he won't do NPR, then
yeah,
we have no shot.
Well, I was also going to say is that show looks very, very similar to Daytona. Is that like your guys' Daytona?
I would say it's our biggest show. Yeah, out here in the Northwest. It's not as big as Daytona, that's for sure.
No, not even
but
close.
It's been getting bigger, a lot more variety lately, which is good. A couple years ago, it used to be just mostly ball pythons and that kind of thing, but it's been getting better and better and better. So we're getting more people from like California coming up, like Idaho, Montana.
Yep, we had a vendor from Texas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from Super Show, like there's really no like major shows up y'all's way, right? And Super Show's the closest, and that's that's Sacramento or Pomona, right?
Yeah, California is going to be the closest.
Yeah. But the same people that put on that show, they have other ones, right, that are maybe smaller?
No, so the ones that did our show that we went to this weekend, the Pac Northwest, they do Hillsboro in Oregon. A pretty big show over there, and then the Puyallup show as well.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they hit Washington and Oregon.
Yeah.
So, pretty fun.
Nice.
A lot of cool stuff.
I mean, it looks like a nice venue.
Yeah, very nice venue.
Oh yeah, that's like where the state fair is every year, and so they have the huge complex for that stuff. So yeah, big wide open spaces, tall ceilings. It's great. We love it.
Yeah.
Nice. The how many of your friends vend the show?
A lot, I'd say.
Like the majority of them.
Yeah.
So either if they have enough animals where they, fill up their own tables, or they, they just tag along with us and put a couple animals on our table. Most of them, will vend that show.
Yeah.
I know Randy usually will help vend that show. He'll get a table every once in a while. Chris and Emily, they, usually get a table. This weekend they tagged along with us, so which was nice because it has more people at the table. It's so much easier to sell things when you can talk to everybody, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But Nick vends our shows. Nick Mutton.
Yep.
Who else? I'm trying to miss. Think of names.
Dan Romanowski.
Dan at Conviction.
Yep.
He's a really good guy. He vends.
I'm like, my brain is like mush because we're the day after a 2-day show. I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot think.
I love shows, but man, it takes a lot out of you. Like
It does, dude. Like Daytona and stuff, even not vending. Like by the time Sunday rolls around and we're leaving, I'm kind of like, thank God. Like,
Yeah. It's
There's
exhausting.
social battery is not even depleted. It's just non-existent at that point. I'm just like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready for my own bed and kind of ready to crawl back in my hole.
Yep. My feet hurt. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because like me and Jake will be all super chatty on the way down, and then on the way back, it's just silence, and we're just like staring.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yep.
quietly eating lunch.
Typical show.
Yep.
How's McMillan? Is that guy still around?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dan's McMillan. Yeah, he's in Montana right now on vacation. So.
Oh, nice. Is
He's
he coming to Daytona too or no?
I don't know. He was planning on it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
I don't
see.
know.
All right. I like that dude. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. But yeah, he's been buying more green trees up. I know that. So.
Yeah. If he comes, you'll have to bring his one.
Oh yeah, Katie.
Yeah.
She's awesome too. So
Yeah.
it sounds like she'll be coming as well with him, which will be cool.
Cool.
That'll be super fun.
Good stuff. I like it.
A lot of people at Daytona this year. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be monumental.
Do
And
you
it might
think,
be the last one.
I know. I was just gonna ask. Do you think this will be the last one?
No.
No.
No?
You think
No.
what the laws that they're trying to do?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way. If it all comes crumbling down in Florida, the show will go on. You know, it's just not going to have maybe the same amount of vendors. Maybe it won't have the same people. Maybe it won't have the same, wide array of species, but the show will go on. And I know that there's been some rumors floating around about, shows being sold or moved or whatever, but the show goes on. It's a piece of Florida. So it take a lot to end it.
Should move it to South Carolina and make it a piece of South Carolina, as long as it's not in Myrtle.
Well, that's the problem, is that it happens to always be in Myrtle. So
Myrtle's
Yeah.
Myrtle horrible.
I don't know, just the whole, like the location of Daytona is just perfect. The beach,
Yeah.
Mhm.
everything's just amazing about
Because
Daytona.
we make it a vacation. If we're gonna travel that far, it's a mini vacation for us too.
yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I don't know. I can't think of any other, because I've traveled a good amount for work in terms of conventions and trade shows and dealer expos and stuff. And I can't think of a better venue than Daytona, where the convention center, with the exception of maybe Vegas, right? Because everything's connected to like the Sands and the Venetian and Palazzo and stuff. With the exception of Vegas, I can't think of a better venue for a convention across the street from a legitimate resort that's on the beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Does not get better than that.
No.
yeah, it's just it,
So
It's going to be cool, man. I'm excited. We're all excited.
I'm hoping I can still go. We'll see. It's not 100% yay or nay. Yeah.
Well,
Chris was
I'm definitely gonna go.
Payne's cab has been going back and forth. At first he said he was going to drive, then he said he was going to fly, and then I think this morning he was like, "Man, prices of flights are insane. I may just suck it up and drive anyways." So I don't know what is going on, but
Yeah, him and I talked about a month back, and it's about a 16-ish hour drive for him.
because he originally thought it was like 13 or something,
Right,
or
right,
even
and
shorter. We're like, "You're out of
so-
your mind."
I have a lot of family outside Philadelphia, and up until maybe 5-6 years ago, I would go up there at least once a year just to like chill out for a week and see family. And if I can make it in less than 16 hours, I was flying, but the average is around 16, 17 hours. And it's really not that bad of a drive when you get a good night's sleep and you just bang it out, just go straight through it. You know what I mean? When you have to, like, when you stop and get in a hotel and like you unpack and like it almost makes it more difficult. Like, yeah, you get to get a full night's sleep, but you're losing an extra day. So I told Chris, I was like, look, man, just either leave super duper early in the morning so you can kind of miss one of the 5 or 6 rush hours you're going to encounter, or you take a power siesta and leave at like 6 o'clock at night, and then you just show up next day ready to rock and roll. And I love driving because I have my vehicle. I can take whatever I want. I can take home whatever I want. So I don't want to say I talked him into it, but like, I know that I was reassuring him that it's not that bad. The drive home's going to suck because you're going to be exhausted from partying and talking and everything else. But going there, I would totally tell him to drive. especially with all this air traffic crap
Well,
going on.
16-hour for you is just like half of that is just getting out of the state of Florida.
Yeah, it's well, if I can clear the state in 6 hours, I'm happy.
I mean, would it be worth it to take like a bus, or is there like a train system that someone can take, like Amtrak or something?
Well, for him, probably not. If you're going to the Northeast, they have what's called the auto train, where basically you go to Orlando or outside of Orlando. It's called Sanderson, or not Sanderson, Sanford, yeah. And you put your car on a train, you pack your car up, and then they spit you out in Washington, D.C. So like, but at the same time, you're not going faster. You know what I mean? So it's still going to take you 2 days to do
I don't
the trip.
know.
I might as well just do it.
Like
in
you're
one.
not stopping. You're not dealing with traffic.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
it's not. It's not
one
like
of those
Japan.
bullet trains. Why don't we have those that you get from Texas to Florida in like 4 hours?
Well, I'll tell you this: we have them down by me, and they're new as of 2021. And we calculated the train right now only goes from Miami to West Palm Beach, and we calculated that it crosses like 53 or 54 intersections on its trip, right? Major intersections, and that it passes each one like 17 times a day.
Wow.
And it has slowed down traffic in South Florida so bad. Not to mention that I think like
it's because all the smart people are taking the train.
No. It's it also has been accident after accident after accident because people don't want to wait for the train because there's so many freaking trains now, and they drive around the barrier and they get waffled. I think we're up to 8
hit by a bullet train. It just vaporizes the car. I don't think there's even anything left.
Yeah, but it still stops traffic for 10 hours while they do their investigation. You know, I think for 2022 we're already up to like 80 fatalities.
Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of homeless people just walking out in front of it.
We have a train station here out near Jake's parents' place in the middle of nowhere in a place called Yemisi. There's a train station there.
And that train station's old. That train station's pre-Civil War.
That thing's been there forever.
Yeah, man.
Florida Reptile Christmas will go on.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have wondered that though, because what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank? I don't have a bang right now, so I'm like struggling.
Oh my.
Dude who runs Daytona.
Wayne.
I mean, he ain't getting any younger. So it's like I wasn't there something about him selling the show or attempting to, but it's like
I mean there's lots of rumors. There's lots of rumors going around, and he has an entire organization that takes care of everything. And I think I don't like to think about what ifs like that. You know what I mean? I'm a very pragmatic person, but I don't want to lose sleep until there's something to lose sleep over. You know what I mean? So until something really happens, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to keep enjoying it and soak it up. And if it's the last one, well then shit, let's make everyone like it's the last one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like really sweating. It's just going to be interesting to see. Like, I have a hard time believing that when he gets out of it, that it's just going to disappear. Like, surely someone's going to pick it up and be like, yeah, we'll keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
Like turnkey.
Yeah, it brings in way too much business for her to just shut down.
Yeah. I mean, and let's be real. That city of Daytona is not what it was 30 years ago. And there's a very, very few things that keep that city afloat. One of them happens to be this convention, believe it or not. So
I'm curious to see how much money that hotel gets from us.
Yeah.
I mean, they make a ton, but I didn't realize how much the rooms were without the expo rate.
Yep.
And that thank God they have that expo rate, because I feel like the majority of herpers that stay there probably couldn't afford it.
No.
Yeah. So
it's really nice
kudos
hotel
to them.
too, so it's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else is going on, guys? You guys got some new acquisitions?
Yes.
Got some bull snakes finally. So
Nice.
one of our friends, he's a good guy. He lost his breeding male, so he got out of the, all 3 females that he had. It was albino with snow or something like. Let me look it up.
I was like, don't ask me.
So I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna guess wrong.
I just said yes.
There's an albino female and lavender snow, and then a het albino, het white-sided female as well.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. That'll be good. So now we just need a boy, but we just got those. We got the roughies. We got the calico hypo.
Whoa, you can't just blow over the roughies. Like first of all,
roughies. Like, dude, just come on. No.
First of all, have you talked to Pan Shop about getting a male bull?
No, not yet. I need to message him. I know he's got some clutches, right?
So I was gonna say either him or Noah probably will have one.
Okay. Yeah, because we definitely need to get a boy. But the roughies are awesome. They were on the list for a while, but we got a trio, so I'm excited for those.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Are they babies? I mean, I saw you holding them, but yeah, because they look like big babies.
Yeah, they were born like on the 5th of July. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 4th of July.
4th of July.
So yeah.
Very cool.
Wild.
How long are they as neos?
Oh, they're tiny.
I would say, they're less than a foot.
Well, definitely. Yeah.
They're like.
They're probably like that long. I mean, they're not long at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Would you compare them to like baby Biak or something?
Never seen a baby Biak.
What?
I don't think they're not that small.
Wait.
I think you're talking more like small IJ, like IJ.
Oh,
okay.
yes, one of the baby carpets. Yeah.
Okay. All right. How have you never seen a Neo Biak?
Never kept a green tree.
Yeah, but you've been to shows.
They're not big out
You
here.
don't know what you're missing.
Actually, there's not too many green trees for sale at our shows.
I only know
So you're gonna tell me that you've been to Randy's house countless times and never been like, oh look, a baby
I've been
chondro.
to Randy's house. I've been to Mark's house a lot. Oh, actually, no, I lie. I have seen a baby Biak at Mark's house.
Wait, when?
At Mark Goyer's. He had the baby
You're
green
right.
trees.
You're
Yeah.
right.
So
But even then,
All
there's
right.
a very big difference between like a young, like juvenile chondro and like a fresh out the egg chondro.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
not that
freakishly small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that small. No, these guys they'll take a fuzzy mouse, like a little bit of fuzz on it, and that's
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, that's cool. So yeah, like a big baby carpet.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But they're beautiful, man. I'm super excited about them. It's super unreal still that we have them, so I'm excited. We're getting another animal though on Wednesday. I'm really excited about that. We're getting a Timor, so knock that off the list.
Yeah. You mean a lesser
All
Sunday?
three species off.
And
So.
then mine will be soon, yes.
What's that?
And then mine will be soon, yes.
Oh yeah, she gets the next one since I got these last
Jellyfish.
We got the last 2. Mine's Tanzania. So,
Oh, nice.
we gotta save up for those, but
Yeah, now that we're broke again. We can save
we
up.
gotta. eat
That's
raw
awesome, guys.
for a
That's
while
awesome.
on the little soups.
So, did somebody produce the lesser Sunda, or was it?
No, she's a long-term wild caught female.
Mhm.
I believe she's a 2018, 2019.
Yeah,
So,
somewhere in there.
but yeah, just a local friend. He's getting out of that project, so I was like,
Very
yes,
cool.
I'll take her.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just playing with Billy's yesterday, man, and Billy and Casey's.
Oh, I forgot you were hanging out.
And dude, those things are so incredible. I mean, they're literally farting machines,
Oh,
but they're incredible.
Are they as bad as a false water cobra? Because those things.
Oh,
are the-
way
I
worse.
Okay.
Way
Oh,
worse.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, so like the ones that Billy and Casey have, I babysat them for over a month, and when we first got them, and like I acclimated them to my bedroom, and it was almost like a newborn puppy. Like I was so helicopter mom, you know.
Yeah.
But I worked with them. I got them eaten. Like everything was grand. And then they went to Billy's house, and he was doing the same exact thing. But now they're like, oh, this is where we live now. We're older. We have food in our bellies. So now everything is squirt musk, shoot poo, and run away.
Yep.
So, I mean, Casey tried to take a quick picture. We were like showing tubs and stuff. And,
Thanks, Steegs.
Skylar came over yesterday, and we pull out one of the Sunda tubs, and the thing's tail just inverts, and all you see is like cloaca, like gaping cloaca,
Like a
and just
spitting
like
cobra.
it was literally, yeah, like just liquid
Show me your butthole,
spurting
like,
out.
there you go.
Yeah. So, but they're awesome, man. They're freaking liquid velvet. They're awesome.
I'm excited. It'll be cool.
Yeah, dude.
I just think it's so cool. Like rough scales, man. It's like, who would have thought that we'd see that species in as many collections as we do now. I guess it's a similar situation to rhino rats.
Yep.
Where it was like they were a pipe dream for so many people for such a long time, and now they're, like there's nothing difficult really about them. They just weren't in, like no one had them, that's the coolest part, is that they're, people are keeping them and they're not a difficult species to have. It doesn't sound like they're a difficult species to breed, and it's just awesome.
Successful, so
like just the whole story behind that species in the US hobby and stuff, I think is just awesome. It's like a prime example of, if you get it in the right hands and stuff, and it'll take off,
Yeah.
Casey had crazy odds too with his last two clutches. Last year, he had a 6.11, and then this year 6.12. Just which is really awesome, because then it's a trio. But
I still want to see a rough scale green tree cross. Burke never produced the picture that he claims he has of one.
That would be wild. That'd be interesting.
It would.
I'm not going to do that, but
I don't
somebody else do that.
Well, just because of how closely related they are. I'm just curious to see sort of how that would work.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be cool, but I don't think I'd be the guy to do it.
Nope. Not going to be that guy.
Yep.
I think it's cool just to have them.
Yeah.
I've only seen them one other time before that, so in person. So
now, I got to ask, are you going to do the right thing and make them some decked out enclosure?
Oh, yeah. I mean, right now they're baby tubs. But once they get, some size after that, they will get decked out for sure.
Yeah.
Once I get my BlackBox stuff figured out, I just got to order those in pieces.
Yeah. Rock ledges for all.
Yeah. I seen who really nice decked out their rough scale cage. I forgot.
Gron, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one.
He did the foam, all like three sides of foam, and just pulled out all the stops.
I don't think I've seen
that. David Brahms, right?
No, Dustin Gron.
Dustin. Okay. Why did I think David? Oh.
Brahms, Gron, close enough.
It was really nice.
It is funny how both of them are on polar opposites of the country.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Burke said he had a picture of one of those crosses, and I don't think he ever dug it up. Like, he couldn't find it. So if anyone happens to have a picture of that, send it to me, because I'm so curious.
Convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, color-wise, I can't imagine it's anything spectacular. But
I imagine it would probably be really cool.
Interesting.
Could you imagine a roughie with keeping the blue eyes, but more cryptic, and then getting like little blue saddles? Like, that'd be crazy looking.
Yep.
Or maybe it keeps some of the yellow from a Neo. Oh, that'd be awesome.
You'd have to use a male roughie. Don't do it to a female, but I don't know. I'm just biased, pure.
Just reminds me of my lone chondro clutch.
You're almost at pairing up some more, right? Another year?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I've just reserved myself to colubrids now.
They're all going to grow up eventually.
I sucked at one thing, so I jumped ship and went to something else.
You didn't suck. It's part of the game, man. It's part of you play the cards that are dealt. You keep playing the game, and you're still having fun.
Well, you got a pretty shitty hand.
I said right. We had one clutch, so
yeah.
No, it's just they're growing up. I think last time I weighed them, they were still a considerable ways out weight wise to be in where they really ideally should be, but I don't know.
Gotta play the slow game. I mean, half of our stuff that we want to breed is growing up still, like 3 or 4 years out. So
I've got more than enough stuff to keep me busy at the moment, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And look on the bright side. I got one egg in the non-incubator, and it happens to be a deflated boob egg, but it's still going. So we'll see what happens.
What is it? What's
it's a banded knobtail, Cinctus.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Did you ever candle it anymore? Did you investigate any further?
I can't candle it. First of all, if I pick it up, I feel like it's gonna pop like a gummy gusher, and then as I hold it ever so gently in my hand, like I stick the candling light to it. I mean, it's a surefire flashlight, but as I stick the light to it, it literally just looks like a dirt clot because it's got so much sand stuck on it. And like I took an old toothbrush and I started to gently knock some of the sand off of it. And I'm like, I'm going to pop it. I'm just going to, one of these fine bristles of this used Colgate toothbrush is going to tear the skin of this egg. And the one baby I made this year is going to flop out.
It was
so
Anna Maria's toothbrush, wasn't it?
no, definitely not. Definitely not. Baby, if you're watching, it was
Not what I heard.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but I got 2 girls that looks like they're gonna have a second clutch. So
Nice.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we just have ball pythons and some redfoot tortoise eggs that I don't know if they're viable or not.
Yeah.
So,
No idea.
we'll see.
Little ping pong balls.
Huh?
Little ping pong balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're tiny little things.
Freaking adorable. I love it.
Yeah.
We just looked in there and saw them. You know, right on the hot side. She just left them out. Didn't even try burying them. So
No. Yep.
we'll see.
That'd be cool if they go, man. If
They're like 128 days or something like that.
160.
Oh, 160. Yeah.
where are you at now?
Probably what 2 weeks in.
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a long ways ahead.
I candled them, but I didn't see anything, so I stuck them in the incubator anyway, and they haven't molded. So
Yeah, let them go, man. Let them go. You know, we always talk about how you just let them go the distance when you'll know if they're bad. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
yeah, I think that's something about breeding that a lot of people get so worried about is like, oh, I did something wrong, then an egg went bad. It's just sometimes just how it happens. That's how it works.
Yeah, and I
perfectly and still lose an entire clutch.
Yeah. I necropsied a gravid female veiled chameleon that passed, and we got like 40 something eggs out of her. Just I literally pushed them out the oviduct by hand, like sausage links, and it was like a 90% hatch rate.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's incredible. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, it was pretty wild.
A really good way to tell if eggs are bad or not is if they don't hatch when everything else hatches.
That too, probably.
That's how I always know.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
We cut everything as soon as everything else starts pipping and stuff. So we don't pull the snake out of the eggs too, but we definitely cut.
What I've been doing is like after 48, 36 hours, if there's still like 1 or 2 that hadn't pipped yet, I'll go ahead and cut them. Yeah. I try to give them more than enough time to get with the program, and I had to do that with the first corn clutch. I didn't have to do it at all with that second one. Actually, it's odd because that second clutch, they all came out over the weekend. The first clutch, it took like almost a solid week for all of them to come out. So I don't know what the deal is there. I wonder if it's like an F1 thing or what, but yeah, there was like 2 that hadn't pipped yet, and I'm like, well, what the hell? You know, they're either just not coming out or they're taking their sweet time. So I just went ahead and cut and, you know, did the touch check, and it's like, you're alive. So
sometimes they get tangled up in there, and so it's just like, you know what? I want to make sure you're good. Come out when you're ready. I'm not going to pull you out, but make sure you're alive.
Yeah.
So.
But with the chondro clutch, it was definitely like, okay, the first one's pipped, cool. I'll give them like overnight to see what else pips, and then if they don't, then definitely cutting.
Gosh, I'd be like on the edge of my seat all night, like I wouldn't sleep.
Yeah. Our Everglades should be ready next season, so that'll be fun.
That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
I love those ones, even though they're disgusting sometimes.
Yeah.
Destroy their bins.
Jake who really nice.
Who produced them? I'd have to look at their card, but we originally got them from Ryan Dumas, but he got them from some other breeder. But yeah.
All right. I nothing to do with them, but then they got really pretty, and I was like, all right.
Because they're ugly as babies, but they brighten up.
So. They were so mean too. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And then they chilled out, and now they're like fine. They just like shit on you or whatever. But yeah.
Well,
like,
I got lucky.
Everything else, like it's fine.
Yeah, I got one from Mike Kosicki, and it was your typical brown baby, and that thing is getting pinker and pinker by the day, but its head is gray like a tombstone, and it has like little red veins on it, or orange veins on its head. So I'm really eager to see what she turns into.
Maybe it's sun-kissed.
Yeah. I mean, and dude, puppy dog tame. I feed her a pinky in my fingers. So
disgusting how well they like to destroy their bins. I call them little Picassos as well. It's
nice.
the size of it, everything. It's amazing.
Cave paintings.
They're very talented.
It's like they're American. They're all like that.
They're gross. Those are disgusting.
So gross. You smell them before you see them. You're just like, oh god.
It's in a room right next to her office too. So
yeah,
she smells it first.
Oh yeah, it's the worst. I'm like, fuck, I have to clean again.
I love them. They're great, especially when they're like 5 foot and they're still trying to bite you. Love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When are you getting beards?
I saw one. If it was a female, I would have bought it, but it was a male. It was a really nice one too.
Did you at the show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our buddy Keith had it. I'm not sure why he sold the male. I didn't ask him, but yeah, he had a male on his table. It was really pretty.
Yeah.
I need some. I hear you're hatching them, so I'll just get them from you.
There you go. How many colubrids do you guys have actually?
It's growing.
I was like, I had
the bull snakes, the Everglades,
so the bull snakes, the Chinese beauties,
the black rats from Kansas,
the black rats, the Everglades rats,
Grebos.
Oh, I forgot you guys had those. How are they doing?
They're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in quarantine still, but they're doing good.
The indigos.
Indigo.
Is it? Oh yeah, there's just one.
Yeah. Yellowtail.
Yellowtail.
Just one yellowtail, one blacktail.
I'm trying to think what else. I know we have more than that.
Oh, we have a locality king snake from Kansas. We have
Mexican black.
some Eastern chain kings.
Yeah. Eastern chain.
Nice.
I tried selling. We have a 20-year-old albino male, and I'm trying to sell him to somebody, but
he's so sweet though. Like I kind of just want to keep him, just like that's the one snake that like kids and like people can handle.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to pick up like. We had a mangrove at the show and everyone wanted to pick it up. And I was like, no.
You're not holding
like, you're not holding this, 20-year-old animal that will definitely bite you. Like, no.
Yeah.
Wow. Who produced the indigo?
Yeah.
The indigos, those were...
And they're Easterns or Texans?
We have Easterns.
Yeah.
Cool.
I forgot who produced those. If you said his
Pearl.
name, Black Pearl. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it on colubrids.
I don't know. You guys are getting to the point where it's like, I forget there's stuff you have. And then when you talk about it, you post it, you're like, when'd you get those? And you're like, we've had those for a year. Like,
yeah, that's like
it's getting to the point where there's a lot. So
yeah,
we got to get rid of some stuff now, I think, if we're going to keep going the way we're going. Which means get rid of ball pythons. And...
I was going to say, what's going to be on the chopping block then?
Okay.
Feet pics?
No,
Wow.
Justin's only doing that. That's not my job.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, don't come. Don't
just do like mustache pics.
It's my turf.
What are the ASMR videos? You just like slurping on stuff.
Don't be stepping on my toes.
No.
Well, when I was at
the squirrel
when we were at Billy's this weekend, Anna Maria got her first dose of baby ball pythons, and she's sitting there and she looks at me and she goes, "This is so cool. It just sits and chills with you." And I look at Casey, and Casey looks at Billy, and Billy looks at me, and we're like, shit.
So found what she likes.
Yeah, right. And then it took a swipe at her face, and she was like, "All right, take it back."
Billy, I totally forgot about a colubrid we have, the puffing snake.
Mm.
We're supposed to send her to him.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll bet you she could. Anna Marie could have Spurge. Jake's trying to get rid of Spurge.
Oh.
No, we're good.
Come on, man.
We're good.
Keep him in the family.
Nah, it's fine. We're good. She has her one Florida King, and she's happy with that. I tried to get her other stuff, but we're good. We're good.
But if he just happens to show up at Daytona,
I'm gonna live in Daytona.
In the wild.
the wilds of Daytona.
He'll have a crack addiction in no time.
Flip flops.
It'll have a crack addiction in no time.
Oh Lord.
What's
so
up?
Yeah, you guys are diverse now with the colubrids
Yeah.
and the pythons and isopods and everything.
Oh, isopods. Yeah, so many bugs. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But
I forgot y'all got all those tarantulas and stuff.
oh my
too.
God, the tarantulas. Fuck me. Like,
Wait, you guys got arachnids?
Oh yeah.
It sounds
When did
like
you guys
against
get
their
into
will.
arachnids?
We got one. Well, I bought one because I'm terrified of spiders, and so is she. And so I made her hold
I
it
did
and me
not
hold
agree
it.
to this purchase.
And,
Okay, so well, let's slow down for a second. All right, so you're both afraid of spiders.
Yep.
So one of you, if not both of you, make a conscious decision to get a big, cute, fuzzy tarantula to curb, to call you of your fear of of spiders. What species did you get?
Stromatopelma.
No,
Grammostola. Fuck, what is the other thing?
I don't know. I'm the one that needs it.
Poultry.
Is it black or brown?
It's black.
So pulchra.
Yep, I think that's it.
Sure.
The Brazilian
That's
black.
the one I bought.
Excellent.
And then, that
A flagship species.
cried, and I don't feed it because I'm terrified of it, but she does, so we're good.
I don't want
You
to
don't have
die.
to do anything but just throw a cricket in there and let it do its work. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You realize that's like the biggest, friendliest tarantula. Like
I was
out
gonna
there.
say, like,
And then we have,
No.
well, we got 6 others that were mislabeled and not labeled, and I had to send them in the group. One was supposedly a Goliath bird eater, and it was just a good time.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
and
my
they were all,
God.
like, they were huge, and they were in these small little, display things that they had no water, no food. But
6
somebody
molds
gave them
in
to us, so
and-
we'll get them feeding and sell them or keep them. We'll see. So I
Okay.
gave them to a friend.
We're not keeping them.
They were green bottle blues. We gave those to him because he really liked them.
Nice.
You don't want to keep them?
No.
Why don't we just
They-
breed them and
no.
have like 100 baby
They
spiders?
already live in my nightmares. That's where they can stay.
They're cool though. But
See,
we
that's
always
the
have people
thing
face
though.
snakes. So how can I do that if I'm not, going to face my fear of spiders? So
Like I didn't really care for spiders until I got my buddy rose hair for his birthday, and he had it for a while, and then he was like, "Hey man, you want him back?" I was like, "Sure." And then after that, I was like, "These things are actually cool as hell."
they are pretty cool. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to ever get a centipede. So that's where I draw the line. But
Okay.
That's a fair line. I draw that line too.
Yeah, it's a fair line.
I saw those when we were hunting in Kansas, and it was just terrifying.
Yeah, I thought my limit was like 4 legs, and then the tarantulas was like, all right, I'll do that, but then more than 8 legs, and I'm out.
Yeah, you lost.
Yeah,
Except
it.
for
the ones out there aren't even big and scary.
They were pretty big.
They moved
They're
so
bigger than my
fast.
hand, so they were pretty big.
And they move so
Alright.
fast.
I
They
can't
are.
remember the species, but I'm
It's
not
because they have all those legs to move. It's not
Yeah,
4-wheel
true.
drive. It's like 30.
30.
Well, at least you guys have the pulchra because that's probably my favorite tarantula.
I've always wanted
And-
one and never got one.
Yeah,
So-
they're the
awesome.
best, man. They're the best. They get
Big-
gigantic.
big
They're
black
super
beasts.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah, the one because we held it before we bought it. I wanted to make sure that we could at least bare minimum do that if it ever got out. But
Yeah.
it's super chill until it wants to move fast, and then I cry a little bit, but it's okay. So
That's good.
yeah, very diverse. We, like I said, we like a little bit of everything, so have a little bit of everything. We're gonna get more Amazon tree boas. We just have the one for now, but I
Oh,
really
we
want
are?
to deep dive into those.
Oh.
I want the leopards, but
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those are-
the one exception.
yeah,
Dude, Randy's got the leopards, man. Jesus.
Randy's got some good stuff.
Yeah, I
Dude,
do.
like, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but like, man, the dude's killing it with the Amazons.
And the Dominicans he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Those are
Those are on the bucket list
So
for sure.
thought I'd do more.
Here he said, I thought I'd do
Yes.
my high school science fair project on several parahybana slings and disaster ensued.
Oh god, I gotta hear
You're
that.
gonna need
story.
more context on that one there, buddy.
Yeah.
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 I enjoyed parahybana. Those were fun too. They grow stupid quick. It's it's like the worst herring I ever got in my life was from a parahybana. It's the one that
Yeah.
I like got it all in the lining of my nose and stuff like that.
Oh,
Because I didn't know that
God.
I didn't know that it had done it, and it was like I itched my face or something, and so I therefore put the hairs like on my face, and it was
Oh,
There's a
you want
girl
to talk about hell?
who let it crawl in her face and it got in her eye, and the doctors could never get a hair out
It
of
was
her
in
eye.
Old World. It was like
I don't remember what species, but
I think it was an OBT or something.
Why would you even put that on your face?
yeah, she got a
Jesus.
hair. I can't get it out.
Yep.
And so
she's like blind in one
it's
eye.
slowly going deeper. Apparently,
Wow.
Yeah,
she
it's
said.
like in her cornea. They can't remove it, so they're like, "Well, you're just gonna
Godspeed,
be
my child.
yeah
Godspeed.
disabled."
Oh God.
He did it for like a YouTube thing or something, or like a TikTok, to show that like they're fine, that tarantulas are okay, that people shouldn't be terrified of them. And then I think it was that one.
She put them in her mouth where they climb out. It was cool but creepy.
No.
I wouldn't do that for any amount of money in my entire life.
I didn't even really handle mine when I had them either. I mean, granted, I kept a lot of old world stuff, but it was like, even with the pink toes and stuff I had, it was like I wasn't going out of my way to handle them and like play with them. It was like that's it's a fish, in my opinion. It's a look, don't touch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Unless you absolutely have to.
And that's like with some of our snakes too. I mean, a lot of the white lips we have, assholes. I will look at you. You are beautiful. I don't need to touch you all the time.
Yeah.
Just do your thing.
Hendog says Hardwick Eye and Paradoxus, and that dude, like, two of the coolest centipedes on the planet, still won't own them.
Hard pass, you said centipede. No thank you.
Yeah.
I
mean, honestly,
cute, but
Hardwick Eye are probably one of my favorites, man. Just this gigantic 12-inch centipede that's black and orange segment Halloween, like just Halloween black and orange, super freaking cool.
You lost me at a foot long.
Oh yeah, those are big bugs, you know.
Yeah, no. We have the Hoffman Saggy isopods, and those freaked me out for a bit.
Which ones?
Hoffman Saggy. They're like the size of my thumb. Like, they're huge.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, they're real big. And like the Magnificus, we have those. We have the blacks. They're about the same size. They're enormous isopods.
They don't like to breed, but you know, hey,
yeah, we're getting there. I just have to. They like space. They're a big bug. They need space.
That's cool though.
It's a freaking trilobite.
Yeah, literally.
Essentially.
I'll tell you what sells out at every show: isopods. Every time.
Just about.
And supplies.
It's the new age Beanie Babies, man.
Pretty much. I mean, people could go collect leaves out of their backyard, but they'd rather spend $10 on a gallon bag from somebody at Expo. Blows my mind.
Yeah.
A buddy went around and collected moose poop and called them tender bitties.
Tender bitties.
For isopods. It was a hit.
Look at Phil's face.
Tender bitties. So, and it works. The isopods love the moose shit. So,
yeah.
It makes sense, I guess, but
it's just organic matter.
I'm not spending money on moose shit. I don't know. It's not my thing.
Well, that's like
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
There was a guy who on Instagram who was a backcountry elk hunter. Excuse me. And I guess I don't know if it's a time of the year or what, but I guess I don't know if it's an elk or maybe like a mule deer or something, but when it takes a poo and the snow lands on it, it looks like a Dairy Queen vanilla cone.
Oh yeah.
And like, because of the liquid content, like it's solid. It's like an icicle poo. And like these guys that do all these like Instagram reels of, you know, backcountry outfitters, elk hunting, and like they'll pick it up and be like, the prized jewel of the, you know, Rocky Mountains, the elusive snowman, snow cone, or whatever. And like all these people are doing it. And it's literally just like elk shit,
oh, God.
You know, gilded in snow.
Perfection.
Perfection. But dude, it looks like it even has like the Dairy Queen curl at the top. Like,
oh my God.
Really gross. Really gross.
I'll try anything once. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's like the kid from Jurassic Park 3 collecting T-Rex pee.
Oh, yep. I forgot about that.
Oh, jeez.
Have you guys seen the new Jurassic World?
No, I haven't.
No.
Phenomenal. Loved it.
Really? I heard a lot of mixed things about it. But
I mean, no one's ever going to outrun a freaking raptor. It's a movie. It's not realistic.
But raptors, they also weren't 6 feet tall. They were like 32 inches and barely cleared your knee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't watch it for how, you know, realistic
it's not meant to be a historically and anatomically accurate film, Phil.
Well, what I was going to say is
it's not Saving Private Ryan.
The storyline could have used some work for sure.
Look, all I'm saying is
dinosaurs.
I'm really getting tired of an entire movie of CGI.
I know. I like Jurassic Park so much more when they had the real dinosaurs in it.
No, I mean, but let's be real, man. Like the original movie, the scene in the kitchen, like those were dudes in puppet outfits, like walking like a dinosaur with like an animatronic head. Like that shit's awesome. Now it's just Chris Pratt standing in a green screen. That's all it is.
That's every movie he's in, though.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of it. Maybe I'm.
Why
just
are we even talking about this?
I don't
Jaws
know.
is better when they use the real shark. Jurassic Park is better when they use.
Kendra has a problem when it comes to Funko Pops in Jurassic World stuff.
Don't judge me.
It's okay. It's all right.
We all have our thing.
Everyone has their vice.
I'm like 15 pops away from having every single Rick and Morty.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like
I refuse.
There's like 100. There's like 128 of them. What's that?
She's like, see, it's not a problem. Phil does it too. We went to Walmart and she saw like four that she's never had before. So we easily.
It was only 3.
It was the big ones, so that's why.
Yeah, they were like
cost $100. Yeah. I'm like, really? $100?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't
babies.
get into the big ones, man. Like that's just no.
She's got to have it all. She's got to have the whole collection. So.
Yeah, but I think there's like 128 or like 130 Rick and Morty ones, and I'm at like 106 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there's that many.
I didn't either.
They keep putting them out, man. I'll keep buying them.
You know, if they made the Jurassic Park movies like they did Free Willy, then we'd be onto something. With the real deal, the real killer whale. They can do the genetics thing where they bring the dinosaurs back because we have the DNA, and we can grow them and we can use them for real Jurassic Park movies.
Yo, how crazy would it be if like the first Jurassic Park movie came out and like we all were like, oh, it was amazing, blah blah blah, and then like they keep making sequels and their computer graphics, and like, what if there really was an Isla Nublar, and like it was like they went there and filmed some stuff, and they're like, oh my god, shit got crazy, they all got loose. We have to finish the movie because we have money invested, but we have to keep this a secret. What if it was real? What if it was real?
I think it is the island with the golden lance heads on it.
What's that, Jeff?
The movies are like the cover up.
yeah, exactly.
Everything you saw would actually happen. It's real footage.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
based on true events.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but there was a T-Rex sighting in, what was it, San Diego?
Yeah.
San Diego.
I mean,
poor dog.
They
lost a dog in that incident, and the 76 gas station was destroyed.
Yep. Ooh, Julianne Moore.
She likes it rough. She is just aggressive.
I thought it was awesome when the girl used gymnastics to beat the velociraptors.
That was badass.
Yes.
Like,
totally
finally, a common sense solution to these velociraptors.
Yes.
A lot of problems.
Don't shoot them. Don't do anything. Spin around on a pole and kick them off into some like punji sticks.
Now I know I'm screwed because I can't do a single pull-up.
Yeah, dude. If that ever happened, I think Phil and I would be in big trouble. Well, more so because Phil would probably have like a million firearms to be able to fend them off for an extended period of time. I would just be trying to climb a tree or something and probably fail.
You'd be in the high.
I did think it was funny, and I don't remember what movie it was, but like the bad guys have this crazy amount of firepower, and bullets just bounce off dinosaurs.
Because that's what, yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? Like I stepped on a curly tail once, and it ran away. But I was thinking, if I had put my foot all the way down, I would have squished him. But no, these dinosaurs, they're impervious to Gatling guns. Just
bulletproof, yeah.
Still a good movie. I don't watch it because it's real. That's for sure.
What a departure tonight has become.
That's the world.
People want to hear about Lyasis.
Oh
yeah, they do.
Yeah, we got the gauntlet now, so that's
Macklets.
Cool. Got the Max, got the Duns, got the Water,
got the Olives,
got the Savus. Finally, all of them. I love them. Probably my favorite still is Duns and Max.
Let me get them Savus.
We need some boys. We just got 3 girls.
I know. We need they're grown. They're grown quick. We need to find a boy or 2.
Yeah.
For our Savu project.
So species I'm really bummed I didn't jump on when they were available and fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, all of us.
Cool.
Yeah.
All of us. Hey, you guys have Fuscus or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who produced your Fuscus?
Who made your
Nick. Yeah, we got them from him.
Cool.
Who crafted your
Are they New
Fuscus?
Guineas or are they Aussies?
Aussies. Yeah. So, from what I understand, it's the New Guineas and the I forgot which region of the Aussies are genetically the same, and then it's the Queenslands that are different genetically, I think.
Well, I know most of the ones in Europe that are Aussie are actually fog dam.
Yeah, I'm spacing it, but those are really cool. I mean, I want more Max because I really want the Roddy Island ones, or the Rhodey. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to probably say it wrong, but those look really awesome. Not many people have them, though. I know Dennis McMara has a 1.2 group of them, but not a lot. How do
the Max compare to the Olives?
Max are assholes as babies, but they chill out.
Yeah, they chill out.
Olives get big, Max don't. It's if you like freckling, go with Max. If you like, like just an olive kind of color snake.
Bit in the face, get an olive.
Yeah, she got bit in the face by an olive. So
wow.
Yeah, she
right out of the box. I was like, "Oh, look at you! You're so sweet." Bam! I was like, "Okay, time to go away."
Wow.
Like, oh really?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
What sweet.
The Savus and the Max, they're pretty much the same. They are all like show. Once you pick them up, they are completely different.
Yo, yeah.
They've been defeated.
The Savus will fuck you up from their bin.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as you touch them, they're fine. They're like, oh, you got me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they're cool.
Yeah. They're smart. They're like all of them are so smart. Like they will whip around on you quicker than you can move.
Yeah.
They know exactly where the other hand is. Like you have them in one hand, you're moving this hand around to get their attention. They're like, no. I know it's holding me, and then they'll turn right on you and tag you.
Then the Duns.
You must think I'm a ball python.
Yeah.
Trick's not gonna work on me, jackass.
Yeah.
We had some friends helping us out with cleaning, and they usually do the ball pythons. Mm-hmm. And so they did that with a Mac and just booped the snoot basically to get its head to go back in the bin. Wrong thing to do. And Mac said, "Oh, okay, I'll take that finger." But
wow,
I own you.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. The Duns, they just musk a lot. The Olives, they just get big.
Yeah, the newest Duns we have, she's a little firecracker.
She is, yeah.
The other two we have are super chill. They don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Nice. And you guys just got a new Southern D'Alberts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just got a Southern White Lip, a female. We unfortunately lost our adult female unexpectedly. That
was rough.
That was a kick in the nuts, but
I was ready to pack it in after that. I was so upset. It
was the day after we left for vacation.
Yeah. She was the first white lip I had ever bought ever. That was really hard for me.
Yeah, she got her before we even met, so it was
wow.
It sucked, but we have the male, so it's like, do we pack it in for the project, or do we get another female? And so animals, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
We keep 200 animals. It's gonna happen once or twice. So we got another female, and I'm excited. She's an asshole, but I was trying to say a nice word, but yeah, she's not nice at all.
She is not a kind soul.
I don't know. It's the wild caught ones are chill, but the captive bred ones, I don't know about them.
Yeah, both of the white lips now that we have from Ryan Young are both Southerns, and they will just light you up all day, every day.
The hatred is genetic.
Yeah, but not the wild caught ones.
Do you think the wild caught ones they're just stressed, so they're like, I don't want to say like
their spirits are broken.
Yeah, they're so terrified that they're apprehensive to do anything.
I think it's like an energy conservation sort of situation. I think they realize that like we're not going to hurt them. Why waste energy trying to light us up? Versus like the other ones don't know any better because they weren't in the wild.
Just this weird food monkey trying to grab me. Like
yeah.
So hopefully they chill out. Hasn't happened yet, but
do you know why the female passed or no?
No. We didn't have time to get a necropsy. We
were out of town. We couldn't even.
Our friends put in the food for us and that kind of thing. We were in Kansas herping, so.
Yeah.
Was she older? Was she younger? Like
she was older. She was like not too old, 7 years old. So
not old, but an adult, like a mature adult.
She's never had any issues. Ate like
That's
crazy. She ate the week before we, left and was drinking water the night or the morning we left. So and then the friends came over, later on that evening, and she was gone. But
damn,
that was kicking the balls. But
well, start over again. You know,
exactly. We're in this hobby for a long time, so
yeah, we don't plan on going anywhere. So
good.
I
Good
did.
stuff.
I still have one Baird's from last year, and I had another one that I'd held on to because it was like the runt of the clutch, and it like took longer to get going, and it was just overall just not as sturdy, I guess, as the other ones. And the other morning I found it had died randomly for no reason. So it wasn't much of a surprise. I'm thinking it just genetically it was just not strong, and maybe some of the organs or something just hadn't fully developed. It wasn't anything like nefarious or, you know, pathogen related, but I was surprised, and I'm actually kind of glad that it happened, you know, with me, because I put that one up as an option. Someone is getting their daughter their first snake, and I was like, okay, well, here's some stuff that I'm getting rid of. If you want one of them, let me know, and you can have it. I was like, this Baird's would be a really good option. It's been eating great. Like, it had been doing fine as far as food and stuff. And you know, it was chill. It wasn't wasn't bitey or flighty like the corns are, and it just found it rolled. So I was like, okay, it's probably for the better that it didn't happen to her, and that'd be her first snake, and you know, would have felt bad. You're muted, Phil.
In regards to the Apodora, I saw that there was a comment about that. Our male is an asshole. He only has one eye, so I don't blame him. But he'll bite the hook. He'll bite everything. It's fine. But once you get him out and you start handling him, then he chills out. But he hates the hook. Same with our other two. They don't seem to like hooks, and they don't seem to, you know, chill out unless you get them out. I don't know, but they're cool. They're amazing snakes. We're gonna get more. We have just the 1.2 right now, but we're gonna add one more pair eventually when somebody breeds them, because we want to get some captive bred ones. But I don't know. They're awesome. They change color. They're amazing. You know, you have one, but they're cool. I don't know why they're not more popular than they are, but maybe it's because they eat each other. But
and they get so big.
I think it's the size and just the availability. I think it's like the availability, I think, is the biggest part of it. You know, if they were more readily available and not as expensive, I'm sure they'd have a lot more people keeping them. But I'm sure size also was another filtering factor in that regard. But
they skyrocketed in price for a little bit. $2,500 a female, like that's insane.
Yeah.
So
I also think they don't have the crazy range of morphs and patterning that, say, retics and berms do.
I got the Brettle syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. They got the Brettle syndrome. So
I think too, like, if you don't see them locally, you don't know anyone who has one. You can't get hands-on experience with them. You don't, you know, if you don't have that experience with like that's the reason why we ended up getting one, was because we were interested. But then we went over to Mark's house. He brought his female out. We got to interact with her and like have that time. And we're like, wow, we can do this.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't
and it
so much online.
It didn't hurt. Exactly. It didn't hurt for you guys to have, you know, Eunectus for a long time.
Yeah.
And kind of get the feel of what it's like to have a legitimately large snake, you know, in anticipation.
I prefer to keep the Apodora over Anaconda all day long.
Yeah.
It's a completely different feel. And
well, I would say I would have kept the Anacondas if we were more focused. If we had less variety, we had more time to spend with them. I would have really like wanted to do something big with them, just because they just need so much more space. They need that water feature. You know, like you can keep them in a rack system, you can keep them in a singular, you know, enclosure, but why?
Another thing too is I don't want to sell babies, because not everybody deserves to have, or not everybody should have a green anaconda. Not everybody should have a retic, because they shove them in a 4-foot, 6-foot enclosure as adults, and it's just disgusting.
All bad.
So
yeah,
that's just my opinion. I don't know. We all keep snakes in boxes, so who knows?
No, I think there's something to it. I think that's, you know, it's in line with the, you know, the reasoning some people keep venomous snakes. It's like there's like a shock factor to it. Like, it's also when you have a green anaconda and they think of J-Lo and Ice Cube, and you know, it's like there's an automatic sort of like, oh wow, really? Like, you know, is it gigantic? Is it 30 feet long? You know, same thing with venomous. It's like, oh, do you handle it? Do you play with it?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, check out my YouTube channel.
The biggest thing with my new job is everybody's like, oh, do you just let them free roam around your house? No, bro. I have cats.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
And that's not something new. Like, that's not something new. Like, people have been asking me that for decades, and like, I never understood where that thought process came from. It's like, oh, you have a bird. Do you let it fly around the house? No, you keep it in a bird cage. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's it's because we have dogs that way that maybe think that it's like similar in that manner. It's like, well, you have a dog that just roams. But then again, Carly sent us that video of that Cops episode where the guy just had boas in like the hall closet breeding. Did you see that? You might have missed it. I don't know if you saw that, but like the dude opens like random doors and cabinets in his house, and he's got boas, just like regular, just imperator and just breeding.
I hope that's just
crazy,
and that's not real.
Yeah, like that's some B-roll to. What the fuck?
That's weird. I mean, I'll hear the stories of somebody keeping an alligator in their bathtub. So
yeah,
I mean, I've done it for like overnight, but
that was because of Clarissa Tells All. That's why people started doing that.
Yes,
Elvis. When I was a kid, I wanted a freaking alligator in a little plastic swimming pool like that so bad.
Oh, God. I mean,
that was the coolest thing ever.
Have one, but they're cool.
Yeah, man, Elvis was the man.
That's all I want. I just want my one little dwarf came in, and I'll be happy. It's the only crocodilian I ever want.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Until it's like 5.5 foot and still doesn't like you.
Yeah.
See, I feel like with those though, you kind of have to go into it expecting them to just be the way they are forever.
We have a lot of things that don't like us. That's fine.
Yeah.
One of the worst bites I ever had was from a dwarf, and
really,
and it was only like 4 foot, really like 3.5 foot,
and that's still a decent size.
And it wasn't
animal. It
wasn't so much the fact that I got bit or like the pain or what. No, it was the fact that I had just cleaned its enclosure, and now this beautiful crystal clear water was completely destroyed with blood. And I had to drain.
The blood offering has been made.
Yes, I had to drain. What's that?
I'm just making funny that the crystal clear, like perfectly cleaned enclosure.
Yeah. And now it's literally just blood. And I'm like, what am I? Now I got to drain the thing. I just filled it up. Yeah. So
I've always wanted one, but I don't have the space to do it.
Same. Yeah. Well, and just legally, I can't keep it. So
yeah, not in Washington. Nope.
Yeah. Can't keep anything out here. We're lucky enough to be able to keep the Gila monster.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys had the Gila.
Yeah. How's that thing doing?
Oh, she's great. Awesome. I mean, we need to buy a boy for her, but I mean, she's Dolores is awesome.
I love her. I talk to her every day.
Is she like handleable or no?
No.
Yes, and sometimes.
Well, I don't.
There's two different answers there.
She's like no glove, hook, everything. I'm just like,
yeah,
I can maybe push it a little bit, but
well, she's just so cool. Sassy, and I'm just like, sassy. I don't want to stress you out. Like,
so you guys didn't do all the stuff I told you to do.
Definitely not. No, we're mostly hands off with her, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's just to make sure she's doing good and to move her around to get her water dish good.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. If it makes you feel better, my big girl used to be puppy dog tame, and ever since I gave her like the big giant sprawling desert landscape, now she wants to rip my face off. So
she's gone back to her roots.
Legit.
Definitely not booping the snoot on it. That's for sure.
No.
But she'll start like while we're watching a movie, because it's in our downstairs movie room. She'll start like scratching at the glass or the plexi, and it's just like, really, you're acting like a dog.
Like, I want to see the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
it's nighttime. I have to roam.
Feed me.
Like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah, Vic said it best. He said, I believe some people like the idea of having an animal rather than actually keeping them responsibly. That's 100% accurate. Yeah. That's dead on. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's hard work keeping a whole bunch of snakes. Like,
yeah,
it's not for everybody.
And that's how it was for me with the scrub python. It was like, they're really cool and I enjoyed having it. But then by the time it was time to move it on, I was like, yeah, I got my fix. I'm good for a lifetime.
Yep.
Sorry, Phil.
It's fine. I did the same thing to you.
But they just instantly squirt everywhere.
Oh God, yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Like they just piss everywhere.
What
just
the Highlands. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting.
It is. I've never seen anything like it. It was like as soon as you touched it, it was like a button. It was like,
gross.
The first thing I grabbed was a cloaca.
Grab that cloaca.
I'm like, okay, you're gonna fuck up my face. That's fine. Let me grab this first.
Well, it was always, I figured that out very quickly. It was like, if I'm taking you out, I'm going to keep you in the tub or something. So, because I know you're going to do it. Like, at least let me hold you over a puppy pad or something. So that way it doesn't go everywhere. Yep. And it was like, as soon as you cleared that, you're like, all right, I don't think there's any left for now. And it's like, I'll come back in 10 minutes and you'll be ready to go again, load it up.
Until you put it back in there with fresh paper towel.
Yep.
And instantly destroys it. Like, bro.
Yep. Every time.
All this hard work I did for you.
So we were just jumbling my words, excuse me. We were just talking about this in the group chat. Is the other night I was cleaning colubrids and I have a pair of Mexican Black Kings that Marcus gave me. They're very unique. They're supposed to be a specific locality in Mexico. Marcus is going to kick my ass for not remembering this. A specific locality in Mexico that has been line bred locality for like 30 years. And they're jet black with red spots in their belly. Like super cool, right?
That's so cool.
But they're total jerks. And they've never bit me. They've never pooped on me, but they just don't sit still. Like they thrash like a fish out of water. And I literally took one out to clean it the other night and it musked me. And I have never smelt that before. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And like now I guess a droplet must have hit like my basketball shorts or like maybe like a spot on the carpet or something. And it made the room smell for my bedroom for like a solid 12 to 15 hours.
Wow.
It was
the worst
atrocious.
Is the black rat snake. Those things are disgusting. Or even the yellow rats that, musked Jake at the Daytona show.
See, I didn't think it was that bad, man.
Rico.
No, I didn't think it got that bad.
That was so disgusting.
I wanted to throw up.
Rico isn't like that anymore. Rico has chilled out.
Chilled out? Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah,
still need to bottle that up and sell it. But
dude, that Negrita just got me, man. Like I just wasn't expecting it, But add one more musk to the checklist.
We have a female Mexican Black, and she doesn't musk. She's nice.
No, she's super chill.
Yeah. Luckily.
Yeah, because I had one for a minute, and that thing, every time, and it's just so gross. I couldn't handle it, and I ended up giving her to a friend. I was like, I can't do the colubrid thing.
She said that, and then now we're getting colubrid crazy.
But, yeah, this is before I met you.
Well, I mean, 2021 was the year of the colubrid, so
yeah, it was a good year.
Yeah,
it really for all of us. Like all of our friends group, like everybody just was like, I used to have these, get it again. I've never had these. Now I gotta get it. Like, it's great.
I mean, that Barons that we had, we gave it to our friend. It ended up being a female, which is awesome because, it's better to have a female than a male. But I don't know. They're just so freaking cool.
I think mine's gonna go to Jake.
I hated colubrids before I, actually, figured them out and held one for the first time and seen them in person and that kind of thing. But, I just fell in love with them the last couple of years. So down the rabbit hole we go.
Well, what is it about them in particular that has like changed for you?
I think for me, it's the behavior. I mean, they'll rattle their tail or whatever to, try to make you think that they're, like, I don't know, I'm guessing like a rattlesnake. They're imitating a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll puff up. They'll open their mouth wide. I just think that display is really cool. Plus, I mean, they have all the morphs that I love with ball pythons too. So they come in whatever flavor I want. They get big, and I like big snakes. Some of them, bull snakes, or even just like the Everglades. I mean, that was our first colubrid, and I think they're gorgeous as adults. So there's no morph in that. It's just beautiful. So
yeah. Well put.
Kendra, I mean, she's bred corn snakes in the past.
Yeah.
And so
they were easy.
As far as that goes.
They're easy.
I'm all about that. But rather than freaking white lips and apodora that, we can't seem to get yet. But eventually one day.
Look at them wrong, we'll die. Like
no.
One day.
It's that balance of the stuff that requires no thought and the stuff that requires a lot of it,
Yeah, that's it. Well put.
Yeah, it's a lot of work though. I'll tell you. Colubrids are more messy, I found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you keep Dramark on now, so
I think the falsies are worse, but
they really
thanks,
are.
Loftman. But no, I love them to death. They're amazing snakes, but they are disgusting.
Yeah.
Like we took an adult male that came from a friend that we had at our table, and as soon as we put him in there on paper towel, he just everywhere is disgusting. I was like, you had just held that in till today? Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna spend 20 minutes cleaning your little thing. Okay,
yeah,
great.
It was a good time. Smelled the entire booth up. It was great.
Yeah.
But,
they gotta make it their own, man.
They gotta make it their own.
Little Picassos.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah, I was just when we were at Billy's house, KJ was there, and we were just talking about everything under the sun. You're drinking, you're having fun, and we were talking about how people ridicule you online for certain things that they just don't know any better. And like you want to get mad at them and you want to get defensive, but you can't because they just don't get it. And like I posted a picture of a cobra with a black plastic hide box, and the hide box is I've never cleaned it. It's literally covered in liquid feces.
It's not even black anymore.
It's not. It's like a gray color. So, and people are like, "That's disgusting. You should be ashamed." And I'm like, "You have no idea. If I clean that box, it is going to arc liquid feces
just gonna do it again.
Ceiling. And destroy that cage even more." So I leave it smelling like them. And KJ was so relieved. He's like, "Dude, so I do the same thing for certain things. I thought I was, being gross." I was like, "No, dude, you're doing the right thing, man. Like that's what we do."
That's like what Ryan Young told me. He said, when I'm trying to breed all this stuff, I let them get disgusting.
Yeah.
They love it when they smell like themselves.
Yeah.
He said in the wild, that's what they're going to do. They're going to urinate and just, all that kind of stuff, and they'll feel safe in that area. So
yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like we're not letting our animals live in, uric acid.
No, it's not growing mold and things
right.
like that.
Right. You still clean the cage, but if the hide box has some poo on it, you're going to leave it.
That's fine.
I leave it. Yeah. I like the hide boxes because I use just cardboard boxes, like snack boxes. Because, when you have a child, you go through a ton of these things and you have like granola bar boxes and stuff, which are perfect.
Yeah.
Those have to get really, really, really gross for me to want to throw them out and replace them.
Yeah.
Oh, they want us to talk about the beauty snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our plan, obviously we got a pair, so one's the calico hypo and the other one's the hypo, so definitely gonna pair those up. I think they're 2020s, so
these are Chinese.
Yeah. So they got some growing to do, but the calico's a little asshole, bit Kendra, but no, they're cool. Good. They are awesome snakes, and they get big, which is cool. I like that aspect. So
I'm excited to set up like their enclosure.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, they're in quarantine right now, but they're amazing. They're beautiful. That calico is something else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now that you guys have an eclectic group of old world and new world, do you see yourselves venturing more into Asiatic colubras or keeping with most of the North American stuff?
I think we're going to branch out a little bit. I like a lot of that other stuff. All the beauty snakes I think are really cool. Old world rat snakes I really like, that kind of thing.
Rhinos.
She really wants the bamboo rats.
I really.
So she was just about to buy some on Morph Market.
I
was like, "Hey,
right
we just spent all of
starting.
our money. We're broke right now. I don't know where you think you're getting this cash from, but no, those are on our list for sure. But I know they're a little bit harder to keep from what I hear. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think they'd be easier up your way just because it's cooler most of the time. I think it's a better time.
It's like 70 degrees right now. It's not bad at all.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like there's enough of us in our friend circle. Matt Most can give you a full gauntlet of knowledge and steer you guys right on that. I don't think even mandarins, I don't think they're as hard as they once were because now we've learned. You know what I mean?
The do's and don'ts.
Yeah. And I feel like there's enough people in our group, in our community that if you really wanted to dive in, rock and roll,
Yeah, we got to get over that intimidating factor because, we don't want to get something and lose it. So recently we got the Boyega and, they're babies and they're supposed to be captive bred.
What species?
They were the Cynodon locality. And we got 2 and they both just did not make it. And that was a kick in the ball. So it's like getting some more of this rarer stuff and, you're trying to get it going. It's just, I don't know, it's intimidating. So, yeah. So, you try to get it, you have to assist feed, and then I don't know, trying to get into those kind of stuff is a little bit harder, I think, when you lose animals trying to get into it.
Yeah. I think it made us realize that, like, for certain species, you need to, like, really be mindful of literally everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, when we have so many different species, like, we might let something slip. And for certain species, you can't do that. Yeah. And so that was kind of like, okay, we need to, like, get our shit together if we're going to do this again and make sure that we're, like, on top of it. Because all it took was one misstep.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I don't know what wrong. I think it was, you know.
I think it got a couple degrees too warm outside, and then that bumped up the ambient in the room. Yeah, I think that's what, and it was only for like a few hours. You know, when we weren't home, we were at work or something, and then that's what caused it. But
our Cyanea are doing great though, so
yeah,
we can at least do something right with some of the way again.
Yeah, I think it's just because the babies, they're more fragile.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Cyanea are freaking tough, man.
Yeah.
We definitely don't co-have ours. Definitely not.
Well, it's good, man. It's good that you guys are branching out and diversifying everything, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys have one of, if not, I mean, I don't want to say the most eclectic collections that of anyone I know. You know what I mean? You guys have everything.
Yeah, we try. I mean, Billy's got really nice stuff too.
Yeah, he does.
I'm really jealous of a lot of the things he has, but no, we just kind of keep what we like, and the problem is we like everything. So
I know.
I don't know. It's crazy. We need to get a bigger house with a bigger
I know.
reptile room.
Sometimes it's like not a good thing that we're both into the reptile hobby.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
Because of that reason. Because I'm like, oh, I want this. He's like, yeah, let's do that. And then he's like, oh, I want that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We should do that. And it's just like, it all comes together and we're like, shit.
Yeah, it's good and bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. We can spend money on things as far as like, you know, buying a big incubator because we need it. Oh, I don't have to convince her to do that. It's needed. You get it. So
that's great. Like I'm talking with Scott and Ty over in Australia, and you know, she's saying how both of them kind of came from households where it was like, no, you can't have that, or no, when you're 18, you can have whatever you want. So now that they're adults and they're both into it, like you guys are, they almost, you know, subconsciously enable each other.
Yep.
And it's like, all right, we're gonna yeah, it's like we're not gonna do anything for a while. We're gonna sell a couple things, and we're just gonna take a little break. And like a week later, there's just a bunch of babies show up at the door. You know, so.
Well, that's like we saved up for this money. You know, we're gonna buy brand new enclosures. We're gonna go with BlackBox and just redo everything that we have. And then Casey's like, "Here, take my money." Like, I don't know. So it's a good thing with that thing.
Yeah, we'll make do with what we have for now until we save up again. And
our thing is just everything. Nothing matches. We have animal plastic cages, vision cages.
Yeah.
Something else. I can't remember the other kind of cages.
Look, man, a can of black spray paint goes a long way.
There we go. That's what it's going to do. Save me money, right?
That's a joke. That was a joke. Everyone listening.
Definitely not doing that.
Yeah.
But that, I think it was Mike cast about the heat wave last year. That was really bad. I mean, our reptile room got into the mid 90s and we had ACs running. So
yeah. So for anyone who wasn't in the Pacific Northwest or didn't know about it, like we don't get above 90 very often out here in summer, like midsummer, nothing. And we hit like 105, 108, or 110 in our area. And nobody out here has AC.
No, it's not a thing.
It's not a thing out here. So
really?
Yeah. Thankfully, the majority of the collection it still is in the lower part of our home. And so that always just stays cooler because it's on slab anyway. But yeah, we had to open the windows at night to release the heat. You know,
turn off all heat elements.
All heating elements turned off. We moved stuff downstairs. We had, I think, an AC upstairs running, an AC downstairs running. Like we had to block out the windows with like sheets and blankets and whatever else we had because our drapes weren't, you know, light blocking, and so all that light was coming in was just creating more heat. And
the biggest thing was that we lost a few rats, not a majority of our feeders, but we did. They get hotter naturally just on their own, you know, body heat. So we just had to keep fans going in the garage, and luckily, you know, only lost a handful. So
yeah, I mean, there are people in our area who lost entire collections.
Damn.
You know, lost all their rodents, lost almost all their animals.
We heard someone in Oregon, lost their snakes because they got too hot. So.
Yeah, I mean, the people in apartment complexes who didn't have AC were at work when it hit. They couldn't They couldn't leave. They lost their entire collections in their apartments. Like it was sad. Like that was probably the worst thing we've probably seen, other than like in a power outage in the wintertime. But most places have fireplaces, or they have an additional heating source.
Scott wants to join. That's scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The heat stuff is terrifying. I mean, we're looking at getting AC, but our house is 1,800 square feet, and they're saying it's going to cost like $15,000 to get AC in our house, which is a ton of money. Because we can't do like a standard AC. We got to do the mini split system, because it can't be a certain amount away from the neighbors, from the fence line, or close to the house.
Yeah,
because of the city limits, and it's a mess. So
fun stuff.
Wow.
Dalton,
wow.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. I mean, I don't want to speak for Justin, but like everything down here is air conditioned, like by law.
So if you don't have AC, you're a psychopath. Like you have a death wish.
This little apartment out here has AC.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
wild.
has the old school window units, or they have like the little portable, which is what we have. We have a couple portable units.
Yeah, the one with the hose to the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. We have 3 of those.
We have 3
That's
of them.
wild.
Yeah, just for that situation.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that the temps out here don't get too low and they don't get too high, which makes it perfect for a lot of stuff, which is why a lot of people out here just do ambient heat. Like they'll just heat the room, like it's fine. It works for them.
That's what we do with our quarantine room.
Yeah.
We heat it at 82, and anything that's in quarantine, that's what you get. And we have not had any issues, luckily, with that. But so I don't know. Everything that goes down to the main room gets a hot spot and dialed in, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Upstairs gets hot anyways, naturally.
Yeah, just heat rises. That's that's science.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I mean, I'm very, very frugal with my temperatures because the room does get naturally hot, and I have the AC pumping. But that room is all African stuff now, except for the Gila monster and 2 pygmies. So like they don't care about the temp, and I can't think of a time when, even when our ACs died, it was old and died and was off, or when you have a hurricane and you're without electricity for a week, like it still didn't get deathly hot. So like I can't fathom what you guys must have been going through.
Yeah, it was one of those fluke things that like, like they actually had like a heat advisory and were like telling people to like, make sure that they stayed indoors and like on the news, like make sure people didn't overheat and like pass out, and like there's a whole thing, and like I'm just thinking of people in Arizona were probably just laughing at it.
Yeah, like that's
it's crazy.
So just another January for those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man,
luckily, wonder what this year hasn't been bad at all.
Yeah, it's been a pretty mild summer, which is nice. So.
Yeah, it's 85 right now.
Oh yeah, it's probably like 65.
Oh my God,
it's so nice.
I wish. I bring all my electronic stuff outside for the show, right? Because I'm smoking, right? Mm-hmm. And the minute I put it on my outside table, everything is covered in condensation.
Oh God.
The laptop, the microphone, everything.
That's the one thing I love out here. We don't have any of that humidity. We don't have to fight any of that.
I love Daytona, but man, I feel disgusting walking down the street.
Yeah.
But it's a good time.
But I've been in Texas. I've been to Dallas in August. That's rough. That was rough. That humidity is like 1,000%, and like 100 degrees. I'm like, no, I don't know how people live here.
Kansas can get pretty gross growing up there. Like, right after rain, and then it gets 90 degrees the next day. Disgusting.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys have pretty good breeze because there's no like mountains to impede it.
In Kansas?
In Kansas.
Yeah. In Kansas, there's always a breeze.
Yeah.
You have the nice, cool winds coming off of the Puget Sound.
Exactly. That's what keeps us nice and chilly.
Coming off the backs of the killer whales.
Dude, somebody was interviewing us for their YouTube channel at the expo, and they kept saying Puget, and I'm like,
where are you
live
from?
here, bro? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, Puget Sound. Yep. Puget.
Pew pew.
That's crazy.
So, how's the new job with the shirts, Justin?
Freaking awesome, man.
You're making some really awesome stuff. Obviously, the Spiloti shirt's pretty cool. So
I need to make like a larger bulk order. I wanted to make some for Daytona to bring to sell at Billy's table, but
that'd be neat.
I don't know if I will or not.
I'll tell you what, we have a friend that sells nothing but stickers and shirts, and she sells out every time. So
nice.
I have a feeling you would do pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Because it's not just like a THN shirt. No, it's like a really cool Spiloti shirt. So
yeah.
There's still some other designs that I haven't even like printed yet or played with, other than the initial sort of idea, but yeah.
Nice.
Mike Kasicki says, "Hey, now pronounce Beaufort correctly."
Well, see, here's the thing.
Not even gonna try.
There's Beaufort, South Carolina, and then there's Beaufort, North Carolina, and they're spelled exactly the same.
Really?
Yes. And so we get people that come to Beaufort all the time. They're like, "Oh, how long have you lived in Beaufort?" And I'm like, "I haven't. I don't live in Beaufort. You're in the wrong Carolina if you think you're in Beaufort."
It's like Arkansas and Arkansas.
Yeah, I went down to Arkansas.
I went down to Arkansas.
No, you didn't. You went to Arkansas.
Dude, I feel so bad for like people who learn English as like a second language, because that shit's got to be so confusing.
Oh,
like if I saw that and I'm like, wait a second, you don't pronounce it the same way as you do and it's spelled the same, like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, read, same spelling, different meaning.
Yep.
Just making things unnecessarily complex.
Complicated.
So what do you guys got in the incubator right now?
Ball pythons.
And the redfoots.
And the redfoots, and that's it.
Yeah.
What kind of balls? What kind of balls?
So we just hatched out some big balls. Double head ultramel pied and some pied head ultramel, and then we got some desert ghost stuff that hatched out already. It was het DG stuff.
It's het DG stuff. We have
some visuals that's coming out here soon.
Clown stuff.
Clowns, yeah.
Is the desert ghost stuff still all the rage right now?
For us, yeah. I mean, we love it, but
I mean, it seemed like there was a phase where, like, not that long ago, where people were just going crazy on the desert ghost stuff.
Yes, I still think it's happening because they're adding it to a lot of other stuff, like desert ghost clowns. I mean, different things, and it's just making it really pop, which is awesome. So we're kind of going desert ghost, ultramel, pied, clown stuff,
hopefully hypo-pied clown stuff this season.
Yeah.
What's that look like? Hypo clown or a hypo pied? Excuse me.
Like a pied in blue. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of lightens it up and I don't know, puts a filter on it.
And
almost.
It's kind of how to describe it. Is going to take out all that dark melanin in it. It's just, I don't know. I like it. I think it looks nice. You add like orange dream to stuff like that. You add clown to it. It's going to busy up the pattern. Just everyone's preference. Like,
I didn't know if like there were white patches, and then what would normally be the standard looking, wild type pie section, and that was clown.
Oh yeah, I mean kind of.
Yeah,
for clown pies, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be like that. It'll be busy. The pattern will be busy. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, everyone loves pies, and that was.
I mean, it's crazy. There was
it's an easy sell.
Breeders and pet people.
Yeah.
Love pies.
Have people love that unique thing.
I'm not a Royal Python guy at all, right? And Casey and Billy, they dabble in ball stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
And I found this one snake, and I was like, this is the coolest snake I've ever seen in my entire life. And I sent it to the two of them, and they're like, yeah, that's $46,000. I'm like, okay. I mean, obviously, I'm exaggerating the price tag. I don't remember exactly what it was, but now I'm trying to find. Hang on.
I was like, what the fuck is $46,000?
Let me try and find what it was, and you guys could tell me how crazy I am.
Billy's got some cool stuff. I mean, I think he just got an hypo head ultramel from one of our friends.
Yeah. We were playing with it. It was pretty cool, man. Pretty freaking cool.
I feel like Billy and getting into balls is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
It is, but he's been a good boy, and he's really being choosy with what he gets.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it is dangerous, because Billy has this like outsider's perspective kind of deal.
Good taste too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a VPI, a Xanthic Desert Ghost Pied.
Oh,
okay.
Makes sense on why it's expensive.
Yeah.
And it looks like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Desert Ghost just smooths everything up. It's just awesome. Nice
yeah,
balls.
man. I don't even know like what that snake probably costs, but that is a ball python that I could get behind.
Mm-hmm.
No, they are really cool.
Billy likes it because it's got stripes.
Yep.
Oh, legit.
Ball pythons are easy to breed. They're cool, come in all different flavors. I love them.
I've only ever had 3 ball pythons. They were they were adults that were, each one was probably about 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And they were smuggled into Miami International Airport and confiscated. And then like 5 years later, they were basically pawned off on Marcus. And he was like, dude, I don't want these things. Take these things. And I took them. And I had them for a while, and then I gave them away. But it just wasn't for me, man. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Their babies are sometimes a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I would say.
Sometimes.
The carpets were easier, I think, to get started.
The Demerals were the easiest.
Demerals were the easiest to get started.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because they just eat their cage mates.
Yeah. Luckily, have not had that problem. Thank you. But yeah.
Not gonna wood.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. They eat the next day after being born. It's insane. I love the Demerals, but
I think the conversation that we always have about like ball pythons or something else is, do you want something that's just gonna sit there and like not freak people out and like want to take off on you? If the answer is I don't want any of that, I want something that's going to sit with me, ball python's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Right.
They get pretty big, like pretty thick, like it's not going to be squirmy typically, like, and that's what some people like, but other people like the ease and the care of like a corn snake or a rat snake or whatever. And that's always a conversation we have with people is like, is this something you really want? Because it's not going to be perched up on, a branch. It's not going to be like out displaying itself. It's not going to be running around the cage during the daytime all the time. If somebody wants a display animal, maybe the ball python isn't what they need or what they want.
For example, this weekend we had people that wanted a ball python, but they also were interested in carpet pythons. Yep. So guess what? You're going to hold both and see how they act. This one's not going to move. It's going to be scared and ball
and
up.
Then tell us why the carpet was awesomer.
They actually went with the Brettles, because it was chill and it moved around and it wasn't just
the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And we had we sold this adult striped male. He's like almost 20 years old, but it was really nice to be able to have an adult male say, hey, this is what it's how big it's gonna get. This is kind of what it's gonna look like when it gets older. I feel like that was really awesome, and it helped sell that animal because they could see it. They didn't have to create this imagination of, it's going to be bigger than what I think it is. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Because we have a certain sense of like, when they say something's going to get 6+ feet long, they think of this huge anaconda, something out of the movies, and they're like, I don't want anything to do with that. But then they see what 6 feet in an animal like that looks like. They're like, oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a great thing, man.
We sold a lot more carpets this time. We sold no ball pythons.
No, we sold one.
Did we sell one? Okay, so we sold one ball python and mostly carpets at this last show.
Which is fine with me.
It's weird to see because it all depends on who's coming to the show and what they want. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's all ball pythons, sometimes it's all carpets.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but it's almost always all isopods.
Every time it's isopods. Yeah. It's insane.
Like, it blows my mind going to a show and seeing a whole table of nothing but isopods, and it's like that table always has people there, like crazy.
And it's like those people at Daytona that have like, not only do they have like pictures, like you guys have like the pictures of what it really looks like up close, they do that, but they also have isopod stuff. So like not just the containers and the food and the media and like the leaf litter and stuff. No, they have like toys, like
toys.
Children, they have little toy isopods that are like this this big.
Isopod action figures.
Literally, they're isopod action figures for kids. Because, like, let's be real. If mom and dad buy a couple cultures and they show the kid and they're like, look at these dairy cows or look at these white spots, right? And the
rubber duckies.
The kid's like, oh, that's so cool. And then like, daddy, mommy, I want one. And it's like, well, you're gonna let it loose and or squish it. So here's an action figure of one that you can actually play with, which is brilliant, you know. And then you can actually like roll them into a ball, which I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then they had like Beanie Baby, pseudo Beanie Baby ones that like were like paperweights for your desk, you know, filled with bead or whatever, like filled with shot. And I thought that was brilliant too. Like it's a whole isopod culture thing. It's awesome.
Oh man, it reminds me of do you guys remember Beetle boards? It was like the knockoff of like the knockoff of like Power Rangers back in the day, in like the 90s, 80s.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I found one the other day that reminded, because you said the action figure, and it was like they're the Power Rangers, but they turn into like beetles.
I got to Google this later. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bring back Street Sharks.
Oh yes, I still have a VHS of one of those movies.
I'm gonna get a Street Shark tattoo before I die.
Nice.
Which one? Slamu?
No.
I always like the Hammerhead. I don't remember his name.
Yeah. I can't remember his name either now that I think about it.
No.
There's too many cool ones to choose from. That's the problem.
Yeah. I had all the Street Shark action
I'll do
figures.
the whole gang.
They were too top heavy. Yeah.
Bugs, not drugs. I don't know. Bugs are cool though. I'm glad people buy them rather than buying snakes that they'll, not care for sometimes.
Well, and that's why we bring like Funko Pops and things like that. Like like we had somebody come up to the table, it was kind of a family day out, and the kids were crying. They wanted something, but obviously they're not going to take home a live animal or bugs. So, mom caved and bought her 3 boys Funko Pops instead. And that was something for them to remember the show by. The kids were happy. Parents were happy. Like, being able to have those sorts of things is always good to have at a table, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bring, like, little plastic toys, candy, like little things. And it's an expense out of our pocket, but we don't care.
We give wristbands out that have dinosaurs or crocodiles or snakes on it.
Yeah.
Kids love it.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a lot of kids that collect the business cards? Like they'll come to a table and grab like a handful of
sometimes
business cards,
So I saw that at Daytona a lot last year, and I thought that was pretty funny. It's like, whatever, man. Like, that's cool that they're going to the table and collecting them. I don't know what you're going to do with them, but whatever.
It's an expensive business, It's just one of those things that, people are going to lose business cards. Kids are going to take them. Like
free advertising.
Yeah, free advertising. That's what we say.
I'd rather give out business cards and stickers than just keep them in a box in our house.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you buy them. It's part of the cost of doing business. You're going to lose out on that. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, for my birthday, Anna Marie and I took a last-minute trip down to Key West, and I'm getting into coin collecting, and there was down in Key West. There's all this shipwreck silver and gold, right? Doubloons and all this shit. And there was this guy who had like a side stand on Duval Street selling a lot of shipwreck stuff, and his business card was it was probably the size of like a Washington quarter, but it was an actual replica of pirate treasure, right?
Wow.
Like it was basically a Tosha shipwreck, whatever, 4 real or 2 real, right? But it was probably made of like aluminum or like tin. But on one side it had a replica of the shipwreck coin. On the other side it had his logo with his website.
That's awesome.
And I was like, that's the coolest business card ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, especially if you're a coin collector, like you're gonna keep that because it's cool. Or even if you have kids, give it to them. It's cool to them. Get them into it. Same thing with you guys. Giving out the gummy bracelets. Crap, building herpers there.
Yeah.
We also make the PSP. Little bands too. So that's the kids are gonna wear that. Adults are gonna wear it. Yeah. Another thing I like to do is like when we're selling snakes, somebody is really interested. You say, hey, you know what? I'll toss in a free shirt. Guess what? Now they're representing your business. They feel even more better about buying a snake from you because you're giving them a free T-shirt. It costs you $18 or however, whatever, depending on the type of shirt you get made. It's not much, compared to making somebody feel better about getting a snake advertising. I love it. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seals the deal.
Exactly.
It does. It does. That's awesome.
And you just close it out with, what size shirt do you wear? And then bam, done. They already bought
That's it.
Yeah.
Solid. I love it.
I love shows. A lot of kids, they come up, they're interested, they want to touch everything. But
yeah, Smitty and I are working on something for Daytona that could be really cool or really annoying.
Might get us banned. I don't know.
It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Oh, okay. I think I can guess it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate that tomorrow.
Please do. Please.
Making that a priority.
Good.
Priority number one.
Oh, I love it.
K.
It does start with a K and end with a ooh.
I got
you. Yeah. That's the last word. Ooh.
Oh,
Yep.
that is.
That's what that is.
And you know the best part is that we're not going to hand them out in front of parents. Just be like, hey,
Sneak
it into their backpack or something.
Kid. No, because that's that. There's a fine line between creepy and like funny. Just be like, hey kid, and just like, kids love it when you give them something and like their parent can see you do it. Like you've already made that eye contact with them, but kids love it when they think like they're getting one up on their parents. You know what I mean? Hey, there he is.
Uh-oh. Trouble's here.
Trouble, mate. Trouble's drunk dialing me on a fucking Sunday afternoon.
Oh my
middle
God,
name.
I forgot that. Oh my God.
What'd you do?
That was a rough night, Scotty. That was a rough night. Casey Cannon and I drunk dialed Scott and Ty Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yep. Yeah. And what happened was it started off being like cheeky and playful, and then we got into like an actual discussion about Taliqua localities.
Oh no.
Tequila localities.
So again, Scott, sorry about that.
Yeah. So basically, I just wanted to join to throw Phil under the bus on that and just give him shit. So.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Entertaining. Did Casey have margaritas or what?
No, we were drinking straight.
Well,
bourbon.
apparently there was no margaritas drunk, which is why Casey was half coherent.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, we had a
Billy looked absolutely shot.
Yeah,
he was out of it. Done.
Yeah, he was good and warm. But
see, and that's like if Billy's to the point to where you could notice that, holy shit.
Yeah. I was drinking. He was drinking. What's that, Scott?
He was still coherent, but he looked fucking rubbish.
He did. We all did that night. And then what's funny is, so me and Casey are looking at Scott and Ty talking, right? And then Billy and Anna Maria are behind the phone, right? So Scott and Ty can't see them, and the two of them are saying, "Look at Phil and Casey. Look how hard they're trying to look sober." So I thought that was good. That was good.
Well, look like idiots in front of Chimera published authors.
Yes. Well, what was crazy is Rob Stone was texting me about some, I don't even know, nonsense. And I was like, all right, clearly he's awake, because it was probably like 1 or 2 in the morning our time.
Hey, I'm going to jump back out and jump back.
All right.
Too late.
I'm going to jump out, back in, and see what happens.
Okay,
right?
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave. I'll come back. Give me a minute.
So Rob Stone texted me, so I was like, all right, well, clearly he's awake, checking nocturnal boa activity. So we FaceTimed him, and he was just feeding stuff, and we were BSing. And then after we hung up, Casey's like, who could we call that it's awake? And I was like, Queensland's awake. Let's call Queensland.
Terrible idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a little bit better.
Nice.
Good. Well, thank you for putting up with our shenanigans, Scott.
No, that's all right. That's okay. That's fine. It was like 4:30 in the afternoon, and I was recovering from a COVID booster shot and felt like shit anyway, so it didn't really matter. I was just sitting on the couch, just yeah, just not doing anything. So
entertainment.
Didn't feel up to working with the venomous that afternoon. So that's what I was doing. I was just kicking back. So
it's the way to do it, man. It's the way to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, we were talking to Nipper yesterday actually, and that's one subject that isn't reiterated enough is that sometimes you're not fit to work with the animals that you work with, and the risk level is obviously considerably heightened when you're working with venomous. But at the same time, I mean, you can still make mistakes with other things that you don't want to mistake. You leave a cage open or something like that because you're recovering from a cold or whatever it is, and you should really be asking that question every time you go to work with any of your animals. Am I fit to do this right now? Have I got the mental capacity to do it?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then you can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're just tired. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been tired and I gotta clean colubrids because they're messy, and I'm like, you know what? It ain't happening because I'm beat. I'm wiped out. I don't want to leave something open, like you said.
It's not gonna hurt him to wait another day. So
yeah, exactly. Oh,
I reckon it might be you. Phil. Because the Gendra come through just perfectly.
The Gendra.
It very well may be me. So.
What happened?
I
don't know. Can you guys hear Phil all right?
He's muted now.
Yeah,
but thumbs up from him, so we're good. The people are really
he's getting old and confused.
Maybe it's this dodgy internet in the future that's just rubbish.
Yeah, well, you're the one in the future with the dodgy internet.
Literally, future.
What's it like? What's the future like, Scott?
What was that, Justin?
So what's the future like? Is Christopher Walken president?
Man, I reckon I'm going to try without the cam and see if that works. If that doesn't work, I'm going to give it up like a bad joke, I think. Oh, give me a sec.
Yeah, I muted myself because I didn't know if it was too much feedback or white noise or whatever.
That's working. I can hear you now at least. You just don't get to look at my head.
Good.
I've got a head for radio anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but your voice is silky smooth. That's all that matters.
How many books have you guys written so far?
So together we've written 3. But yeah, so Ty's done an additional sort of. She was part of this photographic guide that came out, the volume 2 of that. I was in volume 1, she was in volume 2. So that was the AHS photographic expert. It's like a coffee table book on Australian and New Guinea reptiles. So we've both done those independently of each other. And then I've done 2 captive books prior to this. So there was Frogs of Australia and Elapids and Colubrids of Australia. And then I also wrote Dangerous Creatures of Australia, and I've written Frogs of Australia as well. And Frogs of Australia has just been revised now, so we've just sent through the revised edition text and the update for the 13 new species. So that's been done now. But together we've written Lizards of Australia, Snakes of Australia, and this Chimera publication as well. And then a revised edition of Snakes of Australia.
That's awesome.
So, and then papers. We've done a few papers together too.
Nice.
Need a book on cassowaries.
Man, cassowaries scare me. They're scary.
They should scare everybody. Those things are freaking awesome. Speaking
Literally,
of Jurassic Park.
Murder chicken.
Yeah. Giant murder turkeys.
It's a murder chicken. Murder chicken. That's what it is. They look amazing. But when you come out of the scrub and you see one, and you're like about 4 feet away from it, you didn't realise it was there. You're like,
I'd piss myself.
and you've got like an oh shit moment for like a couple of seconds, and then usually they just piss off into the scrub and happy days. You know.
I died.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed by a murder chicken like that.
It's a pretty crappy way to go.
Is there a lot of them out there, or is it pretty rare to see them?
No, in the right places, they're really common. Like if you go to any bay, you're more likely to see them than not.
Okay, so I'll avoid that.
Yeah. No, Eddie Bay's awesome, man. You want to see them. You want to see them. You definitely want to see them, but they're a lot worse in captivity than they are in the wild.
Really? Huh.
Do people eat
the
them?
ones in captivity hate people. That's where some of the stuff comes from. Is that people see them in captivity and they do not like people in their little area, and that's where they become a problem. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll take a wing.
Look at it. It's just terrifying.
I was showing Katie that video the other day. Dude.
Those things are so freaking cool.
It's one of them spitting lizards from Jurassic Park. Look at the freaking testes hanging from its chin.
Yeah, but didn't they?
That thing.
Didn't they actually look into? Didn't they look into that? What was it, Deinonychus or whatever it was? That fan-headed lizard that was like a cross between a frill neck and a spitting cobra, which was just all bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, 7-year-old Justin can dream.
I'm sure, like Darren Naish or someone like that did like one of his did a blog on that thing, and just how ridiculously inaccurate it is.
Hey, at least they finally put filters on the freaking dinosaurs. One of them.
Oh yeah, it was in the last one, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's about as real as the Avengers.
But we still pay to go watch it.
Yes. I don't know. One of the most CGI movies ever. The Avatar. I mean, I love that one. There's a lot of CGI in it, so that's all CGI. But
yeah, but that was meant to be like that. You know what I mean? That wasn't supposed to
Jurassic
be in
Park
the
wasn't?
real world. No, Jurassic Park is supposed to be real world, just with dinosaurs. While it's like Avatar, that's like a fantasy alien sci-fi world, you know?
Well, to some people, dinosaurs aren't real. So
look, man, Avatar. Avatar is just a sci-fi firm gully. Change my mind.
It was Dances with Wolves in space.
For accurate. Okay, accurate. I'll give you that.
The last samurai with aliens. I don't know what else. Which was also Dances with Wolves, just set in Asia. I mean,
no, seriously, it was Fern Gully, but
it was
for adults in space.
Yep.
They didn't have talking bats though.
I just want to know how many fucking edibles they had before they started that show.
All of them?
I was going to say, I think James Cameron that's how he makes his movies. Did he make Abyss? He did Abyss, right?
Yeah, he did
that
Abyss.
Was worthy of all kinds of weird psychedelics.
Oh, dude, that jellyfish scene in the Abyss, dude. What the fuck?
James Cameron's a weird, smart motherfucker.
Yeah, all those shrooms.
I reckon he's just sitting there with DMT hooked into his fucking blood vessel, just going, oh!
Mainlining it. Yeah.
Storyboard time.
So I have a completely irrelevant question to reptiles, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I was actually going to message you or Ty about it and ask. And this is going to be a really, really, really dumb question. I'm going to preface that first. Are there Mexican restaurants in Australia?
Are there what?
Mexican restaurants in Australia?
Yes.
Not right at all.
Really?
Yes.
What's a Mexican?
Yeah. Yeah.
With
yeah,
like
there
the
is
tortilla
100%.
chips and everything?
There's like Taco Bell and shit like that, right? Which is probably not really a Mexican restaurant, right? So there's that sort of stuff. But then, yeah, there is actually Mexican restaurants.
Wow.
But whether it's any good, I don't know. I don't know.
I was just thinking about it the other day. I was like thinking about just how different Australia is. And it's like, well, we know they have Outback Steakhouse.
Well,
surely
we are
they
the
have.
Outback.
Surely
We
they
just
have
have the
Walmart.
steakhouse.
Surely
No Walmarts. No.
They have Piggly Wiggly.
Is there an Olive Garden?
Nope.
Red Lobster.
Nope.
Damn, how do you people live? Chili's? For the love of God, tell me there's Chili's out there.
No Denny's. There's no Denny's, no Wendy's,
No Waffle
none of that
House?
stuff.
Nothing.
No.
Shoney's?
Nope.
That's why they don't look like us.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any of that stuff.
What's the go-to spot then in Australia?
In-N-Out Burger.
What for? What are you after? You want a burger or something like that?
Yeah.
Fish and chip
Burger.
shop. Fish and chip shop from the burger. That's where you get a burger from.
Okay.
What?
No, fish and chip shop, hamburger with a lot, ridiculous.
I want a
So
Baconator. I'm going to Captain D's.
Burgers.
So a burger with a lot, like a hamburger with a lot, is obviously your burger patty. Bacon, egg, pineapple, beetroot, tomato, onion.
At some point, you have to
lettuce.
be able to eat it, Scott.
That's a specialty burger.
That's all right. You get it down. You do get it down.
If I got to dissect it
it's
before I
great.
eat it, I don't know if I want it.
They just
No, you can
scoop
do
it
it.
up with a boomerang.
Yeah.
You
That's
just do
the
it.
plate they serve it on.
It's funny, right? You get a burger anywhere else, and you're so disappointed. You're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" You know, and it's just rubbish.
Do
So,
they eat kangaroo?
Or you can get it. Yeah, I've eaten kangaroo before, but you've got to have that real blue, eh? It's like it's rare or blue. You have it. You don't have it. Well done, because it becomes as hard as a cat's head.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So
That's actually hilarious.
So-
I'm stealing that analogy.
what's that?
I said I love that analogy. I'm stealing it.
Yeah. It's as hard as a cat's head. So you want it to be bleeding, right? And so when you eat it, it's just
Is it because they're
like
all
manna
muscle?
from heaven. Beautiful. Yeah, well, you're eating the tail, so root tail is what you want, and it's amazing.
It's like gator tail and all.
So good. No, we have croctail here, and it's shitload over. It's heaps better than croctail, and it's super lean too. It's really good meat for you. Got really high protein count to it, and very very lean.
Nice.
Well, you can get that kangaroo jerky here. Have you had that, Phil? Have you seen that?
Nah, I'm not gonna. When I eat kangaroo, like ideally, it'd be cool if like I was on someone's farm and like we shot one and like did the whole thing, you know. Like I want to, like
You
I want
do.
to.
You do
whole
realize they're
experience.
protected here, yeah?
They're protected.
They're legitimately a protected species over here.
Yeah, but I
Right.
see guys on the internet hunt them all the time.
I saw a guy fight one, and now I want to.
Yeah, you don't want to fight a kangaroo. They're scary, motherfucker.
Dude, I want to. That dude punched that one in the face, and I kind of want to punch one too.
I seen Kangaroo Jack. I got this.
I have an uncle.
Also,
I
just
have-
as real as Jurassic Park.
I have an.
I'll put this way, right? Until you've actually dealt with a pissed off male eastern grey or red kangaroo, you've got nothing, right?
I don't care what
I'm
color they
telling
are.
you
I'm
now,
gonna fight
right?
'em.
Yeah, you think you will, but when you see these things, they're fucking nuts.
I'm ready.
They are scary fucking things, man.
I'm not
All I
even
know
going
is-
to box gloves.
Even as tall as you are, Justin, right? What's your reach?
I don't know. Long enough to punch a kangaroo in the face.
Yeah, but the problem is, right, is they just arch back on their tail and they kick you with both of their legs.
Then
Right,
you
so you
grab,
can't get with
grab their leg mid kick and you take them to the ground.
Damn, he's just like a kangaroo mascot.
Kangaroo,
I've watched enough videos
kangaroo-
online to study this. Just like watching
What's the
MMA
speed of
and
kangaroo?
knowing how to fight.
Kangaroo's feet.
kangaroo UFC is not a real thing, eh? It's just not going to happen.
Sweep
You're not
the
going to
leg.
pull them up in a dark choke or an arm up.
I'd pay to see just to get his ass whipped by a kangaroo.
I'd pay to go fight a kangaroo. When I go to Australia, surely there's like somewhere in Australia where you can go and like pay to fight a kangaroo.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they'll take your money.
Like a kangaroo fight club kind of thing.
So the other thing that's to be remembered is that they've got their middle toe has got a claw on it that's 50 millimeters long. It's 2 inches long, and it's just as sharp as the cassowary claw.
Fuck.
So they each back and they just kick you and you get stabbed.
Well, I'm just gonna grow out my toenails and then we can we'll square up. I'll grow some talons. You don't understand. This is America, the home of the eagle. I can make me some eagle talons. Show them what freedom is all about.
Oh my
the way
God.
he's gripping the outback.
What has the show become?
Oh, I know.
I legit, like, that's on my bucket list, man. I want to fight a kangaroo. Y'all think I'm kidding? I'm not. I want to fight one. I'm walking tall.
I want to see you fight one.
I'm a short shit. I'll just jump on it and ride it.
Wait, you jump in like a pouch?
Yep. I'll jump in the pouch. I don't care. Gotta get around somehow. Gas prices are high as shit. I'm not driving.
Billy Jenkins says a beautiful mess.
I'm sure they telegraph before they hop on that tail and throw a kick out. You can see it coming from a mile away.
Everybody's got to tell.
That's right. Phil, let's go to Australia. We got things to do.
Yeah, no, right?
Scott, come to America.
Just take me out in the middle of the desert and let me fight one or two of them.
Now I'm wondering if my uncle outside of Sydney was either lying or doing it illegally.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, fighting kangaroos?
No, hunting them and eating them.
Dude, they're like the squirrels of Australia. Come on.
Yeah.
I think they can afford to lose a few.
Yeah, right.
I wanna see
Well,
you
that's
fight
like
They're the white-tailed deer of Australia.
Well, that's like, do you want to fight a kangaroo with no hands? Like you have no hands? Or do you want to fight an entire pack of wombats with no legs?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to go with the kangaroo on that one.
I don't know, man.
I can still headbutt it.
I'm just gonna cuddle the fuck out of those wombats.
Put it in a triangle.
So back to the show.
I think Scott's kind of giving up on us. It's like these people are way dumber than I thought they were.
Yeah, right. There
he goes. See, we did it.
Baby, come back.
Well, we're at that mark now, kids. Is there anything that we want to touch base on that we didn't get a chance to yet?
I want it to be a full-grown kangaroo, not a small one.
Okay.
Just to make the fight even. I don't want it to be like, I don't want people to say that I had some sort of like upper hand or other than my human brain and my muscles.
And your thumbs.
That too. Yeah, I can go for the eye gouge.
Oh God.
I don't
know. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to bottle feed a baby flying fox.
Can I do that with you?
Yeah, let's just go do that. Let's just go do that. I just want to like
just give a regular flying fox some fruit.
Because it's gonna be all like messy and sloppy.
You can be the tree,
baby one.
They call that an Australian scarecrow. You just hold out your arms with some fruit, and the bats just come.
Oh my God! All right. Well, Kendra, is there anything else you'd like to say tonight?
I'll help fund the trip to Australia if Justin's really going to fight one. So,
dude, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
No, thanks for having us on, guys. We appreciate it. You guys are killing it with podcasts.
We appreciate you guys. We couldn't do it without you guys.
So, I can't wait to see you guys in August. So,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I think Andy Milton said earlier it's like 37 days or something.
Yeah.
Did he really?
It's gonna be here.
It's less than that. I think he said it's like 32.
32?
It's like the 20th, isn't it?
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, we're getting there the 17th through the 23rd. So
yep,
that'll be our trip.
Awesome.
Making a trip of it.
Yep.
As you should. If you're coming all that way, you might as well make it a week.
We're gonna hope to do some herping and actually find some stuff this time. So
cool.
Yeah, last
awesome.
time we planned it, we never did it.
Yeah, you got to go out to the Discovery Center and see Carl and check that out too. So,
I want to go there and check that out.
Yeah.
When are we getting Carl on here? He may not after the whole conversation we just had. I don't know.
His schedule is crazy, man. You know, it's just trying to lock the guy down. So I'll ping him in a little bit, and we'll try and make it happen.
Yeah.
See if he wants to fight a kangaroo.
He probably would.
Probably.
Everybody bring their squad.
Yeah, right.
Right. Like a Gangs of New York kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Bowery Boys.
Everyone just starts snapping.
Don't fuck with the Peaky Blinders. Out. No.
Don't fuck with the Peaky Blinders.
Thunder Road.
Well, thank you again, guys. We really appreciate it. Try and keep this straight, guys. Try to keep this straight.
Racing for pinks.
Oh, God.
Pink slips. Papers.
No more margaritas for Justin.
All right, Travolta, chill out.
Well, this was Snakes and Stogies, episode 127 on the Herbiculture Network, brought to you by the fine people of the Pacific Northwest, the Puget Sound Pythons.
Sandwich right between us here.
Yeah, the lasses.
Okay.
And BlackBoxCages.com.
Facebook, Instagram.
I was trying to say it with you. Damn it. All right.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no, it's too late. It's already passed. Go on, Justin. Keep going.
BlackBoxCages.com. Facebook and Instagram. You need a rack, you need a cage. They're all the rage. Check them out and follow their page.
Spitting rhymes.
And remember,
you're just jealous.
Your genus. Always.
Oh, God, it says superior genus. I thought it was just Python.
Oh, no.
No, that's a Billy shirt right there.
I know it is.
Especially
I have the Wrinkles one. It says Wrinkles the superior cobra.
I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah.
They're not even a real cobra.
Exactly. They're better.
Doesn't count.
Look, all these other animals had to freaking evolve. The Wrinkles was just like perfection.
Quitting gold over there.
They're just fancy hognose snakes that just decided to keep our original form.
Exactly. It's like 14 million years, still balling.
Still got it. I woke up like this.
Still got it. Yeah.
We'll be back for THP on Thursday. I think it's 168, 169. So there's that.
Excellent.
Anyways. We will see everyone then, and we will be back Monday for this. And we won't talk about kangaroos and fighting them.
Yes.
That's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and now I just had to get it out there.
You gotta get off your chest, Justin. It's okay.
There's so many things about Australia I just wonder about. Like, do they have Mexican restaurants? Do they have Chili's? Do people fight kangaroos? Like on purpose, not because it's holding its dog, like your dog hostage, but like legit. It's not first on the list. I'm just curious.
Hopefully,
I'm not that fat, man.
Shower shots.
You saw that episode of Between Two Ferns, right? With Zach Galifianakis?
That is
and Steve Carell, I think. He's like, I'm not that fat, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because Katie's over here talking smack, saying, "That's the first thing you think about is food."
Oh, before we hang up, when are we doing more Reptile News Radio?
We're trying, but with the new work schedule, it's changing. I'm probably going to go to nights, but so it's a whole thing.
Right.
You got to figure that out.
Once I get that figured out, then we'll get dialed in and we'll get back to it. But we are wanting to get that back to going.
Yeah, you guys have the coolest set ever, so you have to use it.
It's so much fun, and we're thinking about just doing it live because we don't want to have to edit, and
editing is horrible.
Yeah.
Editing
that takes
is
a lot of our time. So
yeah,
it was my time. Let's be honest. She just showed up, looked pretty, and that was it. But I had to do all the editing parts. But no, I think the live part will make it easier for us. So once we figure out my schedule, it'll be nights and it'll be easier. So It'll be good.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Awesome. Reptile News Radio. Check it out anywhere podcasts are found.
Facebook,
support
Instagram, YouTube.
All three of you. Thank you.
Yes. Awesome followers.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
We'll see everybody later.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.